Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. Number 1 Ohio State football is on bye this week before hosting 3-4 Penn State November 1st at noon. Nittany Lions are also on bye as well. Last night, the Columbus Blue Jackets moved to 3-3 with a 5-1 win at the Dallas Stars. Boone Jenner notched a goal and an assist, while Elvis Merzlinkin stopped 22 of 23 shots. In the NBA, the Cleveland Cavaliers open their season tonight from Madison Square Garden. They face the New York Knicks at 7 on ESPN. NFL, the Pro Bowl will now be held the week of the Super Bowl. Commissioner Roger Goodell announced at the league's annual fall meetings today. The flag football game will be held Tuesday, February 3rd. This update is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus a special rate on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
It's time to add some spice to your nooner. Nooner funny. This is the place where big-time guests, bold opinions, and little cute doggies come together. This is Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus, the #1 rated windows and doors in Columbus.
All right, welcome back aboard. Thrilled to have you with us. Throw you in the raft, take you down the lazy river. Rothman and Ice. 3 hours strong. Anthony Rothman, Matty Ice Hayes, and the Loose Cannon at the controls. Boys, good to see you.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you on a hump day, a Hockey and Hounds Wednesday. So, yeah, man, we ready to rock and roll. We both got our Hounds hats on right now. You got the navy blue version. I got the red version.
This is what
going
they call
on right now.
Blue steel.
Okay, a blue steel. I like that. I like that. So, yeah, AR, let the folks know where they can get the Hockey and Hounds stuff if they need it.
Here's the deal.
Available?
So, the hats now are kind of special.
Okay.
Like the hats are kind of a limited run.
Yeah, got me one.
Limited to how many I can sell.
Yeah.
But it is for charity, all the proceeds. And so we're working on that whole
my bad.
portal. No, it's okay. But it's just kind of like a experimental run where Brandon Bills did several of them for me. And so once I restock, we'll get that all out.
So you're just selling these out of the back of your car. Is that what's happening?
It's not a lie. It's actually 100% factual.
Got to hustle, baby.
I will meet you. Honestly.
That's a little dangerous. That's a little dangerous.
No, I will. Yes. I have.
Have I ever told you, I don't think I have, about why I don't have any Hockey and Hounds gear?
No. Why not?
So
that's not.
We got to get that going.
Quick story.
Yeah.
Quick story. And you may have not either been near the conference, maybe you were out this day, whatever, but I was talking to Rothman one time because I was wearing something Blue Jacketsy. And he may deny this because we have not talked about this since this happened, but I definitely remember it. And who knows, like within the past 2 or 3 months. But I was wearing something Blue Jacketsy. He's like, why aren't you wearing some Hockey and Hounds gear? And I'm like, because I don't have any. Then he goes, oh, we can get you some. And I'm like, sweet. And then he goes, actually, you could pay for it. It's for a good cause anyway. And then I'm like, what the hell? I just had the rug pulled out from underneath me. I thought I was getting some free gear.
I don't remember saying that.
But
then I started to think of, well, the people who have supported it support it. And so if I just start throwing free stuff around.
It was advertised as free.
Is this
you got to.
What? Did I say that?
Yeah.
I wonder if I meant like, we can get you some, meaning it's available to get.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Let me think about that.
We got to get. I got a hoodie. I got a T-shirt at home.
It came off as, hey, you can get one for free.
You gotta take some money out of your own account first and purchase something.
I understand.
Hockey and Hounds related, and then maybe we get you a goodie bag.
I understand that it's for a good cause, and I do not deny that. I'm just saying the way it was advertised.
Okay,
we can get you some gear.
So what you're saying is AR fooled you with a little trickery.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was intentional, but then I probably had to rethink it. And well,
he may not have realized what he said until I gave that excited of a reaction. And then he may have been like, oh, wait a minute. That's not what I meant.
Like generally, if something is for charity and 100% of the proceeds above the cost are going to the charity, giving it away for free seems odd. Now, I know there's some people like TLC who have a very big reach in this world.
Yeah,
and he is on the program. And he is one of us.
Very big
And
reach.
he is, he's got his own
He's one of the homies now.
Streaming services and whatever he does on his own. We got the TLC After Dark or whatever, OnlyFans. And you're right. If I had
Bart and Bodie podcast discussing all things Notre Dame.
Once we get things brewing, maybe you are going to get something as kind of a bonus. Like you bought something, you get something.
I think he has to buy something.
Bundle something.
A BOGO.
I think he's
Yes.
got to buy something. Yeah.
We might BOGO something for him. We got Schefter at 12:30. We've got Bobby Carpenter 1:30. We've got Z after his Z's after the nap, and we'll be good there at 2:30 for Hockey and Hounds.
Yeah, man.
We'll talk a lot about the Jackets right now because what we saw last night. By the way, we're up now. They were plus 165 last night.
Talk about it. We'll take it. We'll take it.
This is a team that was getting. It scares me when you do that. Give me a warning.
Yeah, that was a little bit late.
I mean, maybe just pot it up a little bit. Just not at 11.
All right, here you go.
Yeah, that's smooth. Now that has a nice mixture to it.
Very gradual.
Yes.
Like
But what we saw last night was everything we hope they can be. And everything came together. They've been getting great goaltending. I had somebody ask me today, think they'll stay with Elvis? And I'm like, they could have stayed with Jet and didn't. Mm-hmm. So why would Dino go away from the plan now?
You got two guys that deserve to be in there right now based off of how they're playing. And that was one of the biggest storylines, right, for us to follow this year coming into the season was, is there going to be a guy? Is it going to be both guys like we're seeing right now? But more importantly, what level of play are you going to get in net? I mean, and yesterday after Elvis's performance, the confidence that he has to have, his team has to have, and the coaching staff, and both those guys, I think, is going to go a long way. So now it's just all about bottling what we got up yesterday from Elvis and continuing to do that. Because with him, it's not a lack of talent. We know that. It's never been a lack of talent. It's just a lack of consistency. So, yeah, AR, I'm glad you brought that up right here out of the gate because the goaltending right now is where they need it to be.
Honestly, it was the goaltending's been great. It was lack of scoring. Yeah. The fact that they went in there and beat Ottinger the way they did. But to me, the story is Elvis. Because I came away watching that game last night thinking, this is exactly what you hoped would happen. Jet lights a fire under him. He has an off season to think, okay, I'm not the guy anymore. Oh, yeah. And maybe that's good and bad. He doesn't have the pressure of shouldering the entire load of the season. And then the other part is that he was able to tap into this on-again, off-again feel that he's had because he's getting these spot starts.
Which can be tough.
Yeah, but right now, but yes, from an energy standpoint, I think it's good. Maybe from a mental focus, it's good. He's going to have bad games. Even great goalies have bad games. It's about, like you said, trying to develop a little bit of consistency. Certain games kind of have a flow to them where if you see shots early, that you're into the flow. You know when the Jackets allowed their first shot on net last night? 7 minutes into the game.
It's good stuff.
So meaning he wasn't exactly in the flow from the beginning, which I think is even more impressive. And they got on the board first, which is always great. I know it's cliche, but it is, especially on the road. And that's the cool part, is that they scored first, that Elvis was sprawling. They killed a penalty late in the first. That's something they haven't been able to do. Last in the league at doing it, they killed 2 penalties, and they scored twice on the power play. Literally, it was, in a way, the perfect game because they had to go back on the penalty kill early in the second. And thanks to Elvis and his glove, they killed that one off. There were moments in that game that Dallas would have stolen it. I did what I usually do. Jackets went up 2-zip. I looked at the odds. I did.
It's fair.
It's not a massive lead. It's probably the most dangerous lead. Now, I could say that once we got in the third, next goal wins. Yeah. Like, I feel like, or I can't remember when they scored the 3-1, but my feeling is they go up 3-1, they're winning tonight the way Elvis was playing. My other feeling was, and I'm going to be honest, if Dallas makes it 2-1, they probably come back and win the game. They did come back 2-1, and they didn't win the game because Matejchuk was great. That poise, the patience with that wrister. We'll ask Zach about it at 2:30.
He looks good, man.
But Elvis had a great kick save in the second. There were moments in that game where you thought it could sneak the other way. Here comes Dallas. And that's a great win. I'm going to call it what it is. It's a great win. It's not, doesn't right the wrong of Colorado or Jersey or whatever, but it's a great win. And now they've strung a couple together here. Tampa wasn't true Tampa, but it was an important game. No Vasilevsky, no Kucherov. Like that wasn't, and they were off a back-to-back in overtime against Detroit. So you got them.
Handle business.
Those are the stuff you have to take advantage of. And they did. It was a close game. This one was unexpected. I did not, with Elvis coming back in at Dallas, a place historically very tough, good team. That was a very, very solid win.
Massive confidence booster, I think, for the guys. And we'll ask Z about that because, as we all know, Dallas is they're a cup contender. We know that. Vegas knows it. They're at plus 900 to win the cup. We touched on Tampa and what they didn't have. Still, they're 13-1 to win it all. So now you're talking about taking out two teams that we all know are very, very good hockey clubs. But now you can go back to what you kind of built last year and start to roll a little bit, because there was a talking point early on that they thought early on in the season that they left some meat on the bone in some of these games, and that the record that they had prior to these two wins wasn't who they truly are. And so now I would not expect a little strong, but I wouldn't be surprised if we catch a little bit of a wave here and some good momentum going on, because something that was holding them back a little bit, and you touched on it, was the special team stuff. And you go 2 for 2 in both categories yesterday. 2 for 2 on the power play, 2 for 2 on the kill. You had your captain doing a whole bunch of really good things. And then you had the young guys, too, which is always going to be very important, I think, for this whole thing to come together, is the KJs, the Fantillis of the world, the Marchenkos, all of these guys that we know have the skill, but also have a whole bunch of runway in front of them for them to stack up games the way that they did. So you had Fantilli getting a goal. You had KJ getting a goal and an assist, both those guys doing that. And it was just tremendous, man, from start to finish. Now they just have to take what they did yesterday and continue to be a consistent hockey club, because if they do what they did yesterday, they're going to find themselves in the postseason, and they're going to be a really, really tough out for anybody in the league.
Yeah, they're kind of what we thought they could be, minus not knowing what the goaltending was going to be. And that's the fact that he's got two guys playing as well as they are right now. Any game is winnable. I kind of lament that in fantasy hockey, I feel like I have two really good goalies in Schefter, obviously, and Dustin Wolf from Calgary. But I got two very good goalies on teams that are not giving me confidence they can score enough. Like, that's the worst, when you're getting great goaltending and you can't use it to your advantage. And now they are, and last night they did. So that's really good to see.
Yeah, man.
And this is not a lock. This was one of those things. I remember when we were talking to Don Waddell during the training camp live show out there, and I told him the over-under on points for them was 84.5. And he looked at me like, oh, I didn't know that. You're the first one to tell me what our over-under was. And I could see it in his face, like, 84.5. That's you're not sniffing the playoffs at 84.5. And I could tell, like, it was a little motivating. Mm-hmm. It was almost like there was a kind of one of those upset because you think you're being disrespected, although you kind of like it. Because you're like, let him think that. Mm-hmm. Let him think we're a low, mid-80 point team.
We'll wake them up. We'll shake the room, and they did that yesterday. Last night, AR, for me, sneaky good sweater-on-sweater game with our jackets and the stars and that green last night. I thought it was good. I'm big on that, watching a game, the jersey-on-jersey type of energy, and it was a good one last night. I don't know what you thought about that. Our sweaters going up against that Dallas green. I was like, okay, not mad at this.
So it's weird. I don't really notice this kind of stuff.
It's just my crazy brain.
I don't. I know it. I think I notice it.
He's so locked in.
No, I think I know this. I notice it. What I was going to say is I notice it more in football based on just the helmets and the logo, and it has a different feel to me.
I love doing it in hockey because I think hockey has the best logos in all of 100%.
Sports. They have the best logos in all of sports.
So it really jumps out to me. It's just something that I enjoy. Like, I'm a little concerned about the World Series. Like, the jersey, the color scheme is it's too similar. It's too similar for me with Toronto and the Dodgers getting after. The same blue, but last night was good.
Yeah,
so
it was
great performance and good jersey-on-jersey game for me.
Colors collide in bloodshot eyes. All right, I didn't really notice.
I don't blame you. It's just me and how my stupid brain works.
No, it's not bad. I mean, certainly when you get the home and away, Ohio State, Michigan, you get that kind of, get the true uni. In a rivalry game, I think it matters.
Yeah, like when TLC's Steelers play the Browns, that's a bad jersey-on-jersey game. You could probably say that a lot for a lot of the Browns opponents.
The Steelers have, I think,
it's not their colors. Uniform. It's just the uniforms clashing together.
Well, let me give you this.
It's not great.
Steelers-Packers. Sunday Night Football this week.
That is happening this week.
See, now, is it because they're historic and that kind of makes the uniforms, or is it just the uniforms themselves?
Good question.
You say Steelers-Browns. Okay, yeah, that's
the
like
color scheme.
That's black on brown. That's
the color scheme
fair,
for me. Yeah.
Fair. But like Steelers Packers, does the uniform matchup look good just because of the colors, or because it's two historic matchups and
I like this.
Back in the day,
I'll probably
Bart
leave.
Starr.
Yeah.
We go all Chris Russo and just name all the players from the 60s and 70s.
It'll be the helmets
Bart
for
Starr.
me. It'll be the helmets
Terry
for me.
Bradshaw.
Sunday Night Football. I like
Mel Blount.
Terrence Bradshaw. That's the little kiosk I go to at the
Mean Joe.
the Football Hall of Fame, and Maddie doesn't believe that the guy's live in London when I'm talking to him. He thinks it's just AI. Why don't you just tell me the Hall of Famer you'd like me to talk about?
TLC, I just don't think there's a human that's going to
Terrence
stand there
Bradshaw?
for hours to know everything about every Hall of Famer. It's a tough sell for me. I think it's an AI robot. I think it is.
I'll tell you more when we come back. Is this a wrap for a certain quarterback in the league? His owner may have tipped the hand. That's next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
We're known for three things: games, conversation, and Common Man yelling about things only he cares about. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. If your home's already feeling drafty or your energy bills are creeping up, now is the time to do something about it before the cold really sets in. And Universal Windows Direct is making it easier than ever with an October deal that's packed with value. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free with no limit. Plus, enjoy 0% interest for 3 full years. And to top it off, get an extra $500 off your entire home improvement project when you schedule this month. Call 614-502-5220, universalwindowsdirect.com.
Tell Ohio Credit Union Business Banking is there whether you need a loan to grow your operations or cash flow solutions to keep things moving forward. Real talk about what matters to your business. Visit telohio.org/business.
Certain restrictions apply. Ohio is open to all in Central and Southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
Make your next shopping trip a good deal better during the Buy 5, Save 5 sale at Meijer. Buy 5 or more and save $5 or more when you mix or match over 2,000 items store-wide, like 12-pack cans of select Coca-Cola and Pepsi products, plus deposit where applicable. Sargento cheese slices, Huggies Snug and Dry diapers, and Friskies wet cat food. That's the good life, a good deal better. Remember to stop by the Meijer Pharmacy for your flu shot, available while you shop. It's free with most insurance plans. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Do you feel the nip in the air? Oh, baby, people think summer's driving season. They're wrong. You spend more time in your car this time of year taking your dirty, annoying kids to dirty, annoying things. Go see my friends at Germain Lexus. They have special rates as low as 4.49% on their most popular models, including the 2026 TX350. Lease a 2026 NX for as low as $449 per month. And if new isn't your thing, they have plenty of L certified inventory on the lot. Stop in and see them. Germain Lexus of Dublin and Easton, GermainLexus.com.
You've heard about the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Yeah, that's an old one. My dad told that one to me. But when it's your real feet, it's not a game. It's awful. Hey, it's Anthony. I had pain in my feet and my lower back, so I went to the Good Feet store and got the support I needed in my shoes that changed the game for me. I went in and they personally fit me for arch supports that would be perfect for my feet. The fitting process is simple. They ask the right questions about exactly what I was experiencing and the lifestyle I want to be able to live. They professionally measured my feet and arch size, and before I knew it, I was wearing my new arch supports home. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of. I'm a customer. I have their 3-step system put into all of my shoes. Get professionally fitted at the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. Learn more at goodfeet.com.
Delaware County Veterans Services is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Give Delaware County Veterans Services a call, 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal. Report suspicious behavior and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
With autumn's arrival, ISA certified arborists recommend that fallen leaves be left alone or mulched to improve plant health. When leaves decay, they transform into organic matter absorbed by the soil to become moisture to trees through their roots, which helps trees weather drought conditions. Leaves are also a natural habitat for butterflies, chipmunks, earthworms, and others, which increases the population of beneficial insects for the next growing season. To learn more about the benefits of autumn leaves, contact an ISA certified arborist near you by by going to trees4ohio.org. That's trees4ohio.org.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at ONNradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network. The Jackets are back at Nationwide for a matchup against the Capitals. Live fan coverage starts Friday night at 6:30.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating and Cooling.
Your flagship home of the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Mostly cloudy to cloudy skies today and significantly colder. Extra layers will be needed as with breezy winds we could have our feels like in the 40s, although the air temperature will be in the mid to low 50s. For tonight, becoming partly cloudy overnight with our lows in the mid to upper 30s to low 40s and still breezy winds. And then for Thursday, mostly sunny, but it'll feel cooler with breezy winds and highs only getting in the mid to upper 50s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garofalo with a 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman and Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
No one funks up the work microwave like these two. Fish again? You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
All right, I had to look at the standings here. By the way, I sent you a link, whereimfrom.com. Search Hockey and Hounds. We'll search magnifying glass there, and we've got some gear. Yep. This isn't out of my trunk. It's not at home. I don't print the stuff. That's some T-shirt mogul out of the house. But we've got some sales stuff. We got some good-looking designs. We'll have more.
Yeah.
But that's where TLC can pick up something to, be a part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe there'll be a bonus gift in there for you. It's
There's always room for another hoodie in my
maybe a mystery box.
Dude, I like these logos. These are pretty cool.
Thanks, my man.
Yeah, man.
Jets are 0-7. You guys knew that?
I knew it.
I kind of forgot they hadn't won a game.
Yeah. The Pittsburgh game was there for not taking, but it was a close game in week one, and they grinded a little bit against Tampa. I mean, both those games were 2-point losses, but yeah, the body of work is nasty. That's for sure right now.
Do you have the clip from the owner at all anywhere?
Sure do.
All right, so this is from Woody Johnson, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
And he was asked about
fall owners meetings, I believe.
Yeah,
is where he was.
fall owners meeting. Where was that, I wonder?
Yeah, it's got to be Florida, my guess.
They go back to Florida?
Somewhere in Florida?
Las Vegas, maybe?
One of those. Yeah,
someplace
like
cool.
that.
Not Kansas City. Someplace.
What's wrong with Kansas City?
The owners' meetings aren't happening there.
Yeah, they're not doing
No?
Yeah. No, they're going someplace way cooler.
Country Club Plaza, just hanging out?
They're not going to Buffalo.
Yeah, the owners are bougie. We're
Not going to Minneapolis.
Where I used to go?
We're talking billionaires. They're not wanting to go to Kansas City.
Aces, just shoot some pool at Aces and Eights on Shawnee Mission Parkway.
Get you a little 7-7 while you're there too.
Westport.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, let's hear from Woody Johnson on his QB and his team.
What's your confidence level in Aaron to turn it around? It looks like he's turning around parts of it. It's hard when you have a quarterback with, with a rating that we got. He has the ability, but something just is not jiving. But if you look at any head coach with a quarterback like that, you're going to see similar results if you go across the league. You have to play consistently with, at that position, and that's what we're going to try to do for the remainder of the season. So what gives you hope then? I just think defense, special teams are doing better. The defense is pretty good. If we can just complete a pass, it would look good. We got to complete some passes. You got to convince them that you can do something. Otherwise, it's hard to have a game that you can win.
Ouch.
So I don't think he meant it exactly the way people took it. Because all that I saw on the internet yesterday, and of course on Twitter, was that the owner just killed the quarterback, Justin Fields, about if we could just complete a pass. I don't think he meant it specifically as in one pass. I think he meant that if we can't have any type of real passing game, that we're no threat at all. That teams won't respect it. Like, we've got to be able to do something with the passing game. I think that's how he meant it. It came off as that they can't even throw and catch a football. That's how it came off. And
Right.
I don't think he meant it that way.
I hear what you're saying, but that's just an owner completely dunking on his quarterback right now.
Well,
like I can't look
I
at it
agree
any
with
other
that.
way. And he's not wrong. It's just rare that we get those type of blunt comments specifically about a guy from an owner right now in that form and fashion. And Justin knows it. I've heard a couple clips from him to where he's said, hey, I'm not playing good enough. I'm not playing good enough. And so something has to change. It's just we're at that point, I think, with Justin Fields to where we kind of know what he is. And I don't know if he's a guy that can operate a complete offense at the NFL level consistently enough to have a head coach, ownership, or even a team right now believe in him week in and week out. And you just look at where he is. Defenses aren't respecting their aerial attack. I mean, Justin's 25th in the league in yards per attempt. I mean, 6.3. And you look at some of the best quarterbacks right now, right, that are kind of in the MVP conversation. Drake May is 3rd. Daniel Jones is 4th. Josh Allen 7, Stafford 8. Like these guys right now, and it's not the end-all, be-all, that specific stat, but I think when you're talking about a passing attack right now for the Jets, it's just not there. And that just bottles down your offense. It's an anchor to your offense when you just cannot back defenses off. And unfortunately right now with him under center, they're kind of playing left-handed. And they don't really have a whole bunch of weapons outside of Garrett Wilson to feel great about, and he's injured right now. And so this is a massive uphill climb, but they paid Justin Fields to look a lot better than how he's been looking right now.
This is a kid who has, and we know him obviously very well, but to me, he's lived the bulk of his career keeping defenses honest with his legs, not his arm.
Yep.
And I say that with full respect on what he did here at Ohio State and what he was trying to do in the pros and what he did for a brief time in Pittsburgh when he actually was winning.
4-2 after 6 games.
It's just there's not enough consistency in his evolution as a leader at the NFL level. And he was a pocket passer who was mobile. So it's kind of weird. He's a dual threat guy, but I think he worked better from the pocket. But I don't know where he is on field vision and confidence and blitz beaters and guys. He just doesn't seem. It's not that he can't throw a football. He can. It's just he's just not efficient enough. I think his time has passed. Here's what everyone would say to counter that. He's never been on really good teams. They've never dedicated enough to him, right? I mean, that's it. That's what his thing was that he.
And I thought
that's why they gave him $40 million because they thought he was just a victim of who he played for.
Is that the cause or the effect, though?
Fair question. I think
we're finally seeing the scales tip a little.
That what you brought up about the weapons, I invested in some of that the first few years for sure, but the floor just can't be this low. That's the problem, right? It just can't be this low at that level of football because you cannot operate with a guy that either can only throw to one part of the field or throw to the middle part of the field, or he can throw to all levels of the field, but he's inaccurate and it's not consistent. And I think for Justin, there's just been a combination of all of that with him under center. And so there's no doubt we could look around the league and there's a whole bunch of quarterbacks that have better weaponry and have had better weapons than Justin has had. But, man, just the floor for him just at this point just seems really, really low. And you can't survive in the league playing that way.
You talked about maybe where the confidence is. If he does lack in confidence, that means you're not going to be throwing with any anticipation. And in the NFL, you have to.
Mm-hmm.
Like for him and his lack of confidence, he's probably got to see it perfectly before he lets it rip.
Yep.
And that's not the NFL.
No.
It can't be.
No, because you're not going to have a whole bunch of those throughout a game. These guys are too good, right? And you got to have trust in your receivers that they're going to be where they need to be. And you bring up a really good point. When it's not there sometimes as a quarterback, it's there. You just got to let it go and trust in your abilities and trust in your teammates' abilities too.
And his abilities to take off are an instinct that he's willing to go to.
Yeah.
More often than not. And so that also prevents your ability to say, no, I got to stick it out. I got to go through my progressions. Because you know you have a bailout plan.
Correct. And you've been doing that. He's been doing that his entire life, right? Like he's been able to, high school, at Ohio State, in the NFL. That's always been a get out of jail free card for him. That's just something you want to be a little bit of a bit of a appetizer, not the main course. And I think you got to survive in this league in the pocket more times than not. And Justin just hasn't, unfortunately, been able to figure that out.
All right, we'll come back in 2 minutes, and we'll have Adam Schefter with us. And I think the question becomes now, are they in a spot where they may be forced to keep playing him? Because remember when Aaron Glenn was asked, are you benching your guy? What a stupid question that is. Guess what just happened?
There's an update. And there's no commitment because he just told the media AR he wants to keep the Bengals in the dark with this. You don't know what you're going to get.
But the injury to now the backup may force either the backup's backup to play.
That's nasty word.
And I need this from Schefter because there may be an addition live here on the air. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
When you're ready to sell your car, another reason to choose Hinder Motor Company is the easy, fast, fair, and hassle-free way to sell. This is Justin Hinderer. We pay top dollar for your vehicle, whatever the make or model, and no purchase is necessary. Consider trading and get even more toward your next vehicle. Drive in today and leave with cash or get a great deal. See why it's a pleasure doing business. Just visit HinderMotorCompany.com.
Let's face it, repairing or replacing a roof is a big decision. It's an investment in your home, your safety, and your peace of mind. But with so many roofing companies out there, how do you know which one to trust? How do you know your investment will be in good hands? Since 1992, Newman Roofing has been the family-owned company homeowners have relied on. We understand that roofing projects can be stressful. That's why we built our company around you, offering a white glove experience designed to make your roofing project as smooth and easy as possible. At Newman Roofing, we focus on the details because the details matter. Our craftsmanship, attention to quality, and commitment to service are second to none. Why? Because when your name is on it, it just means more. Your roof isn't just another project. It's our promise to deliver the very best. So, as the cooler weather approaches, don't wait. Get your Newman roof while there's still time this fall. Call us today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
College football is more chaotic than ever. New rivals, new rules, and a brand new season of Fansville. Are you fan enough to handle the drama? Then grab an ice-cold Dr. Pepper from your local Kroger and buckle up for the season. College football. It's a Pepper thing. College football fans, listen up. You can catch Carnell Tate and Dr. Pepper on November 17th. We'll be at the new Kroger at 7525 Gardwell Street in Powell from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Stop by to get your photo with Carnell Tate. See you there.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
NFL Playbook with ESPN's Adam Schefter.
Sponsored by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Who's your quarterback maybe?
We will have a quarterback on Sunday. I will tell you that.
Not going to announce who starters?
I wouldn't want to give them a competitive advantage when I have that opportunity, but we will have a quarterback.
The list was long. So for Tyrod, did you say this day to day?
Yes.
What is he dealing with?
He's dealing with a knee. It's something that he had before.
So just, you know who your starting quarterback is going to be. You are just not announcing it. So it isn't like this week is a competition where you're going to have.
I know who the starting quarterback is going to be.
Mm-hmm. He thought it was a horrible question the other week when he was asked, why didn't you bench Justin Fields? What a stupid question that was. And now he's going down the depth chart here. All right, our guy Adam Schefter is with us, the NFL insider, the senior insider for ESPN. My man, this is good stuff. So I'm going to need a little insider stuff here. You ready?
Yeah.
I would never in my life think about playing the Cincinnati Bengals defense in fantasy. It just seems like a horrific.
Both of my leagues that were picked up this morning.
Okay. Now, I don't necessarily love them if Tyrod Taylor's playing, but listen, the Jets are the Jets. So I want to get your feeling. He said he knows who's starting. If it's not Tyrod, then is it back to Justin or is it Brady Cook?
No. I think we're looking at Tyrod if he's healthy enough to go this week. He's got a knee injury. And we'll see. They'll assess it as the week goes on. He said he's day-to-day, so I'll take him at his word. And if Tyrod Taylor is healthy enough, my guess is he goes. If not, I would think it's Justin Fields. And that's kind of where we're at right now with the Jets. Aaron Glenn said he doesn't want to give the Bengals any kind of competitive advantage by announcing in advance. Be careful there. Be careful. So no competitive advantage to the Bengals this week. They'll have to prepare for both quarterbacks.
Schefter, you had a tweet, I believe, yesterday, and it was, I think, coming from your podcast, and you were talking a little bit about the Dallas Cowboys and how they may be a team to watch when we talk about the trade deadline coming our way in a couple of weeks. Please kind of elaborate a little bit more on the Cowboys and what they could be wanting.
Yeah, well, I just think, look, Jerry has talked about the fact that ever since they traded Micah, they now have extra money that they didn't have to spend on Micah to shell out. They have extra draft pick capital. And he himself said at the time of the trade, we're not done yet. And my understanding is they have had conversations in the organization about making another move if they can. Doesn't mean they will, but they've talked about going out and trading for another defensive player. Look, they could use some help up front still. They could use another pass rusher somehow, some way. There was a report yesterday that the Cowboys have talked about Max Crosby. The Raiders told Max Crosby they're not trading him, so I don't think that's happening. So they'll continue to look around and see if there's a guy out there that's worth bringing in. But, yeah, will I be surprised if Dallas makes a move before the deadline? No.
When do the calls start flooding? When do the vultures start circling the Miami Dolphins, like for trade pieces, whether it's Achane or Waddle? When does – I'm sure their people are probably sniffing around already that the Dolphins are ready to wave the white flag here.
Well, here's the thing. We bring up the Dolphins, the Jets, the Raiders, any team that's not winning, okay? It's not like they're just giving away players. It's not a fire sale. All it means is these teams are absolutely open to listening, and if they get an offer that they believe is fair, where there's commensurate value for a player, then they'll do that. But they're not just going to say, okay, hey, look, we stink. You want Jalen Phillips for a 7th-round draft pick swap? Like, they're not doing that. If they get a good pick, they'll trade the guy. But if they don't, they're not.
So the Pittsburgh Steelers, there's been some opinions out there that maybe they would look at, a wide receiver to bring in opposite DK Metcalf to help them out.
Yep.
And there was a report the other day, Shefty, that Tyler Lockett got his release from the Tennessee Titans. Is that a breadcrumb we should follow with Tyler and DK playing together in Seattle? Is Seattle going to be a team that's going to show interest in Tyler Lockett, in your opinion? I'm sorry, Pittsburgh.
I think it's possible. I don't know. It depends what options Tyler Lockett has. He's not released until 4 o'clock today, officially. So, he's technically not allowed to negotiate with teams, wink, wink. We know that calls go on. But I would think that Pittsburgh would check in. I don't know that it'll make the move and actually sign him, but that would be something, reuniting DK and Tyler and Pittsburgh with Aaron Rodgers. It'd be an interesting move for the Steelers to make.
All right, so the situation in Cleveland, they're staying with Dylan Gabriel. I don't know if you have any insight on this experiment, how long this will go before they give Shedeur a shot. Are you just hearing any whispers on? I know they've got a bye week after New England, so I guess maybe this is a fairly important game for Dylan Gabriel, because that means he will have started, I think this is his 4th game. Just give me your general thoughts on whether you think Cleveland would make a change post-bye week.
Well, I'm curious why you're asking about a change now when they just came off their best game of the year and Dylan Gabriel played pretty well. Why are you asking that?
Well, because I think at the end of the year they want to find out what they have in both versus just one. But I thought he was fairly efficient. It was raining. There was bad weather. I'm not going to judge his yards or anything like that, but he didn't have any picks, but he also didn't have any touchdowns. It was a game to hand the ball off and just be efficient. So, no, I'm just trying to get a feel. I'm not trying to change the quarterback on him, but I think once they traded Flacco, I think it was, for Browns fans here in Ohio, it was like, okay, let's see both. And if Dylan doesn't light the world on fire, that maybe they would give Shedeur a shot. I mean, there's plenty of games left. I know that. Just want to know, because with a bye week coming up in week 9, that if they were going to make a change, that always seems like a decent spot. But if not, ride Gabriel then.
Well, that's what I think they're going to do. I think they're going to keep riding Gabriel for a while, and I think at some point in time, I think we'll see. Shedeur get a chance. but that's not right now. That's still a little ways away from happening, and I think they want to see more from Gabriel, and they'll continue to use him. And I expect him to be the guy for a little while here. Now, could that change? Sure, absolutely. But for the time being, I think that they're in a spot where they're going to keep playing their young rookie left-handed quarterback.
Will the Washington Commanders have Jaden Daniels under center for Monday Night Football when they go into Kansas City and take on Mahomes in the game?
No, that's not what I'm expecting. He was hobbled with the hamstring injury. He limped off the field. Lamar Jackson limped off. Hamstring injuries, they don't last a week. Usually you have a situation where the guy takes some time and needs some time to get better. So, that's the situation. I don't expect him to start.
Lamar back this week officially?
I don't know that either. He wasn't back at practice. So we'll see how that works out.
Okay.
I asked you last week, I think we all thought that J.J. McCarthy would be coming back last week. He didn't. And it was a big game, obviously, against the Eagles. Wentz gets to start against his old team. But now they've got a short week on the road against the Chargers. Any change for them? Is McCarthy coming back?
No. Wentz will start Thursday night. And so then they have some time after that. They play at Detroit. And we'll see how that works out. But it's going to be Wentz Thursday night against the Chargers. And then they'll continue to give J.J. time to rest up.
Will there be an Adam Schefter sighting when Inside the NBA debuts today on ESPN at 6 p.m.? You going to be with the gang? You popping up with them?
Well, they're in Atlanta. They're doing the show in Atlanta. I'll be watching, but they haven't asked me to be on. And anytime they want me on, they could always have me on. But nobody's talked to me about that.
How's that transition been over to ESPN with Shaq, Charles, and Kenny and Ernie and all those guys now?
Honestly, they're doing their own thing. Like, they're out of a studio in Atlanta, so it's not like I know we're working with. They're on our network, and they're going to have the pregame show and the postgame show and all those things like that. But they're kind of doing their own thing, and it's great to have them. They're pioneers in TV. They're legendary pregame show. Honestly, really fired up to have them aboard, but it's not like we're interacting with them on a daily basis.
Gotcha.
All right, so while we were talking, I picked up the Bengals live on the air, just in case. Just in case I don't have to play them, but I was kind of hoping that they'd go all the way down to Brady Cook. But so what do you? What's your insight says who is start? He says he knows the starter. Do you know?
I just know that Tyrod Taylor is dealing with a knee injury. So I don't know whether he's healthy and physically ready to start this week, or whether he can't. I can't answer that. I don't know right now. My guess, just a guess, Justin Fields this week, Tyrod Taylor after the bye.
Okay. All right, my man. Good stuff as always. Be well. Safe travel.
Right, have a great week.
You too. Adam Schefter with us on the Bryant Heating Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. All right, well, I gave it a shot. I was really hoping they'd go all the way down to Brady Cook. I am a little now. You could say to me, "Well, why are you worried about facing Justin Fields? He hasn't been any good."
It's the rushing ability. It's always that.
I know, but
it's always that. I think either quarterback that they roll out there, the Cincinnati defense should not be threatened that much on Sunday.
Yeah.
That'd be a massive letdown if Cincinnati lets one of those three guys light them up, especially without Garrett Wilson.
Here are the three choices. You take the Eagles at home in a revenge game against the Giants. That scares me, even though it would be in Philly.
Yeah.
But Jackson Dart's been going, and the Giants have been putting up points. So it's
for sure.
I mean, Jackson Dart could throw it to the other team at any point, but he's been good. So I don't love that. That's why I was looking for a second alternative. And the one I thought would be is if this winless Jets team on the road in Cincinnati playing against a trashy D, though, this could get right for them. Although there's something in the back of my mind that says Justin Fields has been, criticized all week, and if they have to go back to him, like, where will his mind be? Will it be like, I'm going to show him, or will it be like just rattled?
Yeah.
Right.
Who knows? Right.
All right. We'll come back. We'll switch it to the round ball, Matty. Cavs Is this the year? We'll tell you what Las Vegas thinks next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Head to 971thefan.com to listen on demand and subscribe to all our podcasts. Wasting time has never been easier. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey guys, it's Bobby Carpenter here. Are you feeling low energy, trouble focusing, less interest in the things you used to enjoy? How about this? Less strength. It could be low testosterone. Affinity Whole Health is offering free labs to check your testosterone levels. These labs, they're normally $99, but in the month of October, they are free. Sign up now at feelgreatcolumbus.com. Learn why I and thousands of other men trust the experts at Affinity Whole Health. Go to feelgreatcolumbus.com and feel like yourself again.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Hey Columbus, it's Lorenzo Stiles Jr., Ohio State student athlete. Football runs deep in my family. My dad played here, and now my brother and I are proud to carry on that tradition. At Monogram Homes, family matters too. They treat every homeowner like one of their own, building with care, precision, and pride. Monogram doesn't just build houses, they build homes, crafted just for you. So whether you're starting your first home or designing your dream space, Monogram Homes has got your back every step of the way. Visit monogramhomes.net to start building today. Monogram Homes, a builder you can trust.
Matty Ice here from McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion. I recently brought a brand new Chevy Trax from McDaniel GM Superstore. It was by far, guys, the best car purchase I have ever made. And right now, you can get a 2025 Trax at McDaniel GM Superstore for as low as $315 a month with zero due at signing for qualified buyers. They're going to treat you like family just like they did me. There's just a short drive north off Route 23 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Other stations in town have started using AI voices. It's because they're cheap and they think you're stupid. Well, we may think you're stupid, but we don't think you're cheap, damn it. We're live and local with real people. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Patriot Air Comfort Systems in Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
There's nothing like ripping off your pants and enjoying some lobster bisque. This is Rothman and Ice.
All right, Cavs tip it up tonight. By the way, you know the NBA is in full swing when KD is swearing at fans and Draymond is trolling LeBron. Like, it's on. Like, they're in midseason form. Did you see the KD stuff?
Right out there. Yeah, he was booing the fans back that were booing him.
Yeah, but he was
in the building. It was, the pettiness is always at a high level in the NBA. And you got LeBron, Draymond calling LeBron old, and he was sitting on his Phil Jackson chair yesterday. It was great, AR. I don't know how much. I know we had the jackets going on and all that, but the NBA on NBC, nostalgic stuff happening.
NBC.
They brought the music back. They opened the game, AR, with like some of the young guys, like Shea and Chet, like these guys that weren't even really born in the 80s, let alone or 90s, let alone remember any of that. And they were like, I don't know anything about the NBA on NBC, but it was good, man. You had the old school music back. You had the hit with Jordan, sit down with Tarico, and that'll be cool to pick his brain about the sport and all that. So, yeah, I enjoyed it last night. Now I'm always here for the pettiness, too. So I definitely saw some of that.
So, yeah, I didn't see a minute of it. I actually was just – the Jackets game was so good, I watched every second of it. And the NBA is one of those things for me that while I respect it and like it and follow it, I'm not locked in 82 nights. I'm just not. I wait for the playoffs a lot of times. I catch them on a good night, regular season. The Cavs will be one of those teams that not only would I want to watch for what we do, but I just think even if we didn't live here, they're a very, very solid team. And there are people out there that say that they should be the favorites to win it all. Roster alone. They're one of those teams that I have to see it. And I think they're poised to do it. They made a run. I would say of all the divisions, I'm just kind of scanning the divisions right now. Of the divisions in the NBA, and I know we're just looking at conferences usually, but just for this conversation, I think they're more of a lock to win their division than anybody in the league. Is there another division that you feel like a favorite? Because I feel like they would be the one.
Yeah, because it's tough, right? Because on the west side, you got OKC, Golden State, and Denver, and Dallas, and the Clippers all in one. So, yeah, I mean, when you look around that side of things for the Cavs, Detroit's going to be a very, very tough out after what they built last year. Boston, there's no Tatum all year.
Right.
Indiana, there's no Halliburton all year. And so the thing the Cavs just have to avoid is something that's bit them in the playoffs, and that's something you can't really control, and it's the injury bug, right? Like we talked the last few years about their playoff woes and how disappointing that has been. So that's always going to be the elephant in the room for the squad this season. But as far as their path to locking up a 1 seed again in the East, it's no doubt in play. Like you're talking about the Cavs and the Knicks is probably the powerhouses of the Eastern Conference this year. And so, look, when you have the core four that they have, it's always a great place to start. They're not going to have Darius Garland. They're not going to have Max Strus out of the gate. But the trio of Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell, and Evan Mobley should be able to hold it down for a very, very long time. One thing that I'm very curious to see unfold is the addition of Lonzo Ball. Because I don't know if a lot of people even know Lonzo's on the Cavs. Yeah. Like Lonzo Ball is on the Cavs, and that swap of Ty Jerome and Lonzo Ball as that piece off the bench that was really good for them. Like Ty had a rough playoffs, but his body of work in the regular season was really good. We were talking about him a lot, put him in party like a Ross star a few times. And so Lonzo's health is always going to be a massive question. But if he is healthy, he offers a little bit more than what Ty does. So I'm looking forward to seeing his role. But just, this team is going to be really, really good again. But nobody's really going to care about the regular season, and they shouldn't after this point because we've watched for 2 to 3 years now this Cavs team be a dominant team in the regular season, especially last year, and just let everybody down in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's the trust factor because they've got what they need. They've got Mitchell. Yeah. They've got a great defender in Mobley. The coach is now somebody that you really respect.
Good hire.
Good hire. And then the Garland injury and stuff you brought up and not knowing what it can be. This is a heck of an opener against the Knicks.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is the one that, because the Knicks are going to be good. Sure. This is really a beautiful opener right now. Here's the other thing I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like what could change the course of this season, and I always like to say, Vegas doesn't need to tell you what's going to happen. They just know something's going to happen that we're not thinking about right now.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I wasn't thinking about until today was what's going to happen with Giannis.
I don't think Giannis is getting moved at all until after the season.
Because that would change potentially
100%.
if he stays in the East. and he goes to the Knicks, or like it could change everything.
For sure. With how dominant he is, I don't think we're getting any movement on that front until after the season, because I think if you're the Bucks, you want as many suitors for Giannis as you possibly can, with everybody with their chips in order and all their draft assets and all that stuff available. But, yeah, that story was out there that the Bucks and the Knicks had a little phone call and Giannis would be on board if both teams could figure that out. So out of the gate, look, the Cavs are going to be on the road a lot. 4 of their first 5 games are going to be away from Cleveland. You mentioned the Bucks; they'll be in the house on Sunday. And so, yeah, it's and one thing to me is like Evan Mobley's ceiling is sky high. Like last year wins Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's going to find himself in some MVP conversations throughout his career. If that can happen sooner rather than later, then you're really talking about a championship ceiling for this team, because coming out of the West, it's going to be the Thunder, the Nuggets, somebody like that who are really, really good. And so they have a chance to get to the finals. For me, it's Eastern Conference Finals or bust. Anything short of that, this season's a failure in my opinion.
Yeah. Las Vegas says, I'll give you a couple things. One, I'll give you their over-under on wins. Their over-under on wins is 56.5.
They had 64 last year, I believe. I'll take the over.
Started out great.
Yeah, they did. I'll take the over.
I feel like they're a 50 plus win team no matter what.
Yeah.
We can find 7 more. And then this is funny. Their odds of making the playoffs.
Well, you can't get any value on that, right? Nothing.
It's
what is
90. It's minus 40,000. So it's
just save
so
your
that's
money.
99%.
Yeah, save
you
your
can't
money.
even throw them in. Like you could maybe throw them in some futures if you had some wacky ones and get something out of that. But they're a lock, obviously, to do that. And then to win it outright, they're the third favorite right now. They're 7-1. So it's the fun part is that in the East, it's them and the team they're going to play tonight.
The Knicks in the Garden, one of the best settings in all the sports.
Where the Cavs are actually a slight favorite.
Yeah, the Knicks are dealing with some injuries too. So both teams not coming in at full strength, but regardless, there's going to be star power all over the place.
All right, we come back, top of the hour, Fan Sports Update, and it's not even close. That's what one analyst says about the number 1 quarterback prospect. You'll hear it next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
T-Bone and Tyvus are everything you want in a delicious breakfast. Lots of empty calories, no nutritional value.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
This is 100% employee owned now. It gives them a sense of pride.
It's always been a family business. We've benefited as owners from the work of all of these great employees for so long. Well, now everybody's an owner, so now everybody has a stake. It really is the culmination of the family business. The family just got bigger. We all know there's a difference between working for a paycheck and working for something that belongs to you.
Rosati Windows, locally made, expertly crafted.
Treat yourself to a new ride from Coughlin Ford. Lease a new 25 Ford Mustang, Escape, or Bronco Sport. $399 a month with 0 down. New 25 Bronco, Explorer, F-150, or Lightning, only $499 a month with 0 down. Visit our newest location in Marysville or CoughlinFord.com.
Coughlin has the car for you.
48-month lease, all factory rebates to dealer. 7,500 miles per year, 25 cents per mile over. Excludes $387 dock fee, $395 disposition fee at lease end. No security deposit. See dealer for details. Ends 10/31/25.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT and cybersecurity? Attend classes live, online, or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Dormar, your kind of hero. Get Eco.
ECO. Hey, Aaron, what are we going to do with these 41 new trucks you bought?
Those extra trucks are to make sure that we can always send someone to the rescue when a customer needs us.
Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians to the rescue.
Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter HVAC technicians.
Get Eco.
ECO. Aaron, you bought those 41 new trucks at exactly the right time.
I know, Jerry, because everyone, everywhere, is needing help with their furnace right now.
Summertime is when furnaces develop problems.
The contacts and relays and sensors get all wonky.
Because summertime is when furnaces are not being used.
And our technicians can unwonk them.
Get Eco.
ECO.
If you need someone to unwonk your furnace, get Eco.
Our technicians can unwonk anything.
And with 41 new trucks, they can get there fast. Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. Get ready because the Clayton Homes Red Tag sale is officially here, and it's the best time of the year to buy your dream home. For a limited time, they're slashing prices, offering you the chance to save thousands on select in-stock homes. These are move-in ready homes with unbelievable markdowns, but only while supplies last. These homes are designed with energy efficiency in mind. You'll stay warm and cozy this winter and comfortable year-round. Lower energy bills, better indoor comfort. Yes, please. So whether you're looking for more space, your first home, or just a great deal, now's the time to make it happen. But don't wait. These homes are priced to move, and when they're gone, they're gone. Visit your local Clayton Homes to find out which homes are part of the sale and lock in your savings today. The Red Tag Sale, going on now at Clayton Homes locations and online at theredtagsale.com. Terms and conditions for the Red Tag Sales event at redtagsale.com. Available only at participating Clayton Homes family of brands retailers through 12/31. Amounts of savings may be limited. Ask for details. May not be available with certain financing. Lender restrictions apply.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. The Columbus Blue Jackets won their second consecutive game, moving to 3-3 with a 5-1 win at the Dallas Stars. Boone Jenner notched a goal and an assist, while Elvis Merzlikins stopped 22 of 23 shots. NBA tonight, Cleveland Cavaliers open their season from Madison Square Garden, facing the New York Knicks at 7. NFL, the Steelers open the 21-day practice window for quarterback Will Howard from the injured reserve. The former Buckeye has been sidelined with a broken finger since the summer. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reported Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels will miss Monday's matchup versus the Chiefs with a hamstring strain. Today, Roger Goodell announced the NFL will move this year's Pro Bowl to Super Bowl week. The flag football matchup will be played Tuesday, February 3rd. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Golf team name is Ice Dogs. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
Hour number 2, Rothman and Ice. Our boy Bobby Carpenter, 130. I've got to give him a, it's not a backhanded compliment. It'll be a sarcastic thank you.
Oh.
That'll be the tease.
Okay.
We were discussing, before we get to this prospect talk, we were discussing the reason we didn't hit up Schefter again, in my mind, about Trey Hendrickson. Because I feel like with the Bengals winning last week, sorry.
Oh, good over there?
Oh,
we good over there, Big Dog? What happened?
I don't know.
Man, are you eating the commercial for rice or something?
Tell the truth.
He was.
Got a perpetual cough.
I'll snitch on
No, it really wasn't a rice pellet.
It wasn't a rice pellet? Yeah. Who knows what that was over there? Hey, man, I'm the king of the almond attack over here, so I feel your pain right now, brother. Feel your pain. You need to play off or two?
No,
Your helmet come off, you got to go to the side.
Are you Anthony Richardson? You're calling yourself out after a scramble?
Oh, my
Raise my
goodness.
hand.
Horrible look. Horrible look that was.
Tap.
Man. Yeah, that was
tap out.
so bad. That was so bad.
The reason we haven't talked about Hendrickson is they won a big game. And it kind of quieted it for me. The maybes wanted to play. And then the other thing that goes through my mind is, well, how much does he want to push it? Because if the Niners are going to come calling, or Dallas, somebody that wants to stay afloat, he's the guy.
You would think, especially because he's one of those pieces to where if you're a contender, this could put you over the top if you have in-house already some good structure on defense. Because we've seen how good the guy can be, good to great he can be, right, with not a lot of help along the defensive line the last few years. And so, yeah, if you're the teams that you mentioned, if you're the Philadelphia Eagles, like I'm definitely hitting up Cincinnati just to see, are they willing to move off of Trey Hendrickson? And so, yeah, I would not be mad at that move at all. It makes sense to me because I don't think they're going to commit to him long term after this season.
Nope.
So get what you can for the guy and replenish that well and just hope that Algone in this defense can figure things out. But, yeah, you take a guy like that out of the equation, it's obviously not what you want. But if in-house they know there's a very small percentage chance that Joe Burrow is coming back, I think that has to factor into your thinking, too, at number 91.
It's a perfect rental.
Yeah.
Like he really is. This has to fit somebody. Just feels like, the Niners seem somewhat obvious. Where are the Niners?
The Niners right now are 5-2. Like the NFC West is crazy.
That's the team.
There's 3 teams right now
Send them to the
that
NFC.
are 5-2. And maybe if you're the Niners, you're thinking that can separate us potentially from Seattle or the Rams. I wouldn't even be that concerned they are about sending them to a team in the AFC. I really wouldn't, because it's a rental, like you said.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee that he's going to re-sign with them or anything
what
like
if
that.
the Colts went all in? Like they feel like they've got it.
Link him up with his old defensive coordinator.
100%.
I could see Lou Anarumo banging the table to get him over there. He knows what the heck to do with
that
him
as well.
Yeah.
Dallas. I like the Eagles call. Niners. And I would not rule out the Colts.
Would you
on where
trade
they
him to
are.
Buffalo?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with you. I just didn't know how you would feel about trading him to that team in that conference. But I would do it. I would do it.
He's one guy. He's on the defense. I can't even get caught up in that. I don't want to trade him, but if it's something that would make sense for them, because they're still alive, and I think that's why I didn't ask Schefter, because when we asked him last week, it was like kind of shut it down to, well, let's see how the next few weeks go, and I think he's right. Yeah. There's no reason for the Bengals to talk about trading him until they know what the next 2 weeks brings. Because if they wound up winning, and they should win this week, what are they? They've got to be favored by a decent amount this week.
Against the Jets? Yeah, let me get that line for you.
A quarterbackless team right now?
Wonder if it's even on the board right now. Let me see.
Oh, yeah, it should be.
I have for you
the Jets at home and then the Bears.
The Bengals are favored by 6.5 right now.
What's the over-under?
44.5.
Okay, I can live with that if I have to play their defense. Can you imagine playing that defense in fantasy football?
Oh, man.
It scares me. I was asking you during the break, what's the weather going to be like in Cincinnati?
It should scare you a little bit because we did watch with our own eyes. TLC Steelers hit them up for 30+. So now that there's more structure in Pittsburgh for sure right now than there is over there in Gotham City with the Jets. But I could understand why you would want to do that. And Schefter even said there's a couple people in his league that have picked up that Bengals defense to try to pick on the Jets. It's what you got to do in fantasy. It's what you got to do.
This guy that we're about to hear from, Dan Orlovsky, but the guy that he's going to tell you about, to me, was kind of like in the top 5.
This is a tweet.
Oh, it's a tweet. I'm sorry.
You scared me for a second. I'm like, oh, no.
I'm sorry. I thought we had the audio book version. All right. You want to read the tweet?
I've got the tweet for you right here because Dane Brugler, awesome job covering all the prospects, NFL draft. We've had him on the program for years. He tweeted out, another week of Ty Simpson putting NFL-level throws on tape. Love his poise, confidence, and placement. Simpson belongs in the conversation for QB1. Dan Orlovsky quote tweets this and says, clearly QB1, it's not even close. So that's what Dan is seeing right now, that the old QB1 down there in Tuscaloosa at the moment, he's the guy. That if you're if you're a Browns fan, and you find yourself with that number 1 overall pick, you should want to bring old Ty Simpson to the Muni lot.
Here's what is very cool about that and what would scare you a lot. How many games has he played?
Not a ton. In his entire career?
Yeah.
It's not a lot. Because he had to wait his time.
Did he start? Yeah.
He had to wait. He's a junior now. Is that what it is?
I have to look, but I think the sample size is pretty bad, even for a young guy. I don't really know how many. Let's see. He's played games. You want games started? That's
Sure.
just this year.
So he's never started a game prior to 2025.
7 games in college. He's 22.
And that's always dangerous. I'm glad that you brought this up because we've seen examples, right? I think Mitch Trubisky was one of those guys. Anthony Richardson was one of those guys, to where the sample size was really low, right? That it's a no doubt risk. That's not to say that a guy can't figure it out.
That's what's cool about it. Is that he's getting on board now where it's like, he's the gem. I'll buy him. That's it. Orlovsky's telling you.
Yeah, clearly.
That's the one.
He's the guy.
I'm getting in on the IPO right now. Yeah. People know about this stock, but it hasn't been offered yet. And I'm going to be the first one to buy it. That's what's cool, and that's what's also very scary.
Right.
That he's willing to take that swing on Ty Simpson after 7 games. Like, by the way, none of these teams really have to make a decision now anyway.
No.
So they can see how the whole season plays out. If the whole season plays out and he's got a gauntlet to go through, but if he gets them into the playoff and advances, and dare I say it, wins it all, well then, okay. Then all of a sudden, then you've got teams lined up to I mean, if the Dolphins want to move on from Tua, I don't know how easy that's going to be.
Right.
The Jets certainly are going to want to be in the quarterback conversation again. The Saints, where are they with Rattler? Tennessee certainly not, because they're going to have to continue what they're doing.
For sure. Panthers got to be in this mix, I think, too, at the end of the year, if it bottoms out. They're 4-3 right now, but I don't know if they truly believe
it bottoming out.
That Bryce Young.
They'd be picking 16th right now.
I know, as I said, if it has to bottom out, if they find themselves back in that mix, then I think you would have to seriously consider going to somebody else. But they don't have to think about that right now.
Brownies are in the conversation.
And that's where they want to be.
Well,
that's where you want to be. Right?
Maybe that's what I should have said to Schefter when he asked me, why are you asking me about Shedeur Sanders? Why do you want to move off Dylan Gabriel?
Well, because
maybe my answer should have been, because the more losses, the better.
And Jimmy Haslam's family members are wearing Shedeur Sanders jerseys on the sideline.
Were they really?
That was the thing. I saw it floating around.
Were they really?
Yeah. I don't know if it was the grandkids, but there were some members of the Haslam family that apparently were wearing some Shedeur jerseys on the sideline this past week.
I'm not going to tell the kids what to wear, but I think if I'm the owner of the team, those were his grandkids?
I don't know specifically who it was, but there were reports out there that was happening.
I do love me some Shedeur Sanders, don't believe that.
So does the Haslam family. Prime time.
I would have maybe gotten a hold of my son, daughter, whoever, and just said, hey, how many kids we got? Split it up.
I mean, yeah, but that's, for me, I think about Dylan Gabriel, that's got to be tough. You can't let that factor into your daily operation. But yeah, that's tough if you're Dylan Gabriel when you're the starter right now. And I'm sure the Haslam family is not the only people. I'm sure there's Shedeur Sanders jerseys all up and down that stadium because of how popular he is. And so, yeah, that was out there. That was out there.
All right, we'll come back with ins and outs. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
If you miss a live show, you can catch the podcast. If you miss the podcast, our hosts have volunteered to have dinner with you.
The meatloaf!
The Fan.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Does your vehicle need maintenance, but you don't have time? Krieger Ford's got you covered. Enjoy our convenient pickup and delivery service, or we come to you with our mobile service van. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today, only at KriegerFord.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you can save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserved by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
You've heard about the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Yeah, that's an old one. My dad told that one to me. But when it's your real feet, it's not a game. It's awful. Hey, it's Anthony. I had pain in my feet and my lower back, so I went to the Good Feet store and got the support I needed in my shoes that changed the game for me. I went in and they personally fit me for arch supports that would be perfect for my feet. The fitting process is simple. They ask the right questions about exactly what I was experiencing and the lifestyle I want to be able to live. They professionally measured my feet and arch size, and before I knew it, I was wearing my new arch supports home. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of. I'm a customer. I have their 3-step system put into all of my shoes. Get professionally fitted at the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. Learn more at goodfeet.com.
Say goodbye to car care headaches with Carvenience from Hinderer Motor Company. This is Justin Hinderer. For only $49, we'll pick up your vehicle, leave you with a rental, and return it fully serviced and spotless. No more juggling your schedule or wasting hours at the shop. Carvenience lets you focus on what matters while we take care of all the rest, making life easier. Schedule your service today at HindererMotorCompany.com.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000. 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Other stations have crappy ratings and they wonder why no one listens. So instead of investing money in local talent, they fire people and plug in AI voices. Gee, real entertainment. Well, all of our dummies are real, damn it. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Mostly cloudy to cloudy skies today and significantly colder. Extra layers will be needed as with breezy winds we could have our feels like in the 40s, although the air temperature will be in the mid to low 50s. For tonight, becoming partly cloudy overnight with our lows in the mid to upper 30s to low 40s and still breezy winds. And then for Thursday, mostly sunny, but it'll feel cooler with breezy winds and highs only getting in the mid to upper 50s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfolo with a 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman and Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present In or Out.
Just a little of the old in and out.
Indeed. All right, Ed. I think 4 people asked me yesterday, hey, let me see that wallet you got. That like card holder / money clip.
Oh, I thought you were getting robbed or something. Give me your wallet.
What does Tyvis Powell carry? What is that?
Exactly. Oh, man.
And we found out through commercial Bob Taylor, his help, He looked at the faded logo on the back because I couldn't remember where it was a media gift at a Super Bowl. It had E-Trade on the money clip.
Okay.
Like how old that, like E-Trade at that time. And he recognized one Roman numeral on the right side, a V. And then I told him what Super Bowls I had been to years and years ago. And we realized it was Super Bowl 35. It was Elway against the Giants.
Oh, wow.
And it was the year that...
Wait, no.
No.
Ravens, Giants.
Said John Elway?
Oh, Elway beat the Falcons. Yeah. Sorry, Ravens, Giants. The year the Giants hammered my Vikes 41-0 in the NFC title game. The year after they should have gone.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I went to two back-to-back. They're both in Florida, Tampa and Miami. Atlanta was the one in Miami because Eugene Robinson got picked up he was the man of the year and got picked up for soliciting a prostitute as the NFL man of the year.
Name both coordinators of that Giants team.
Could not do it, but I could name you a running back on the Giants that was an Ohio State Buckeye. See if you can pull that one out.
Okay. So, no, I know who it is. So Tiki was a starter. And Jim Montgomery?
Joe. You got half point.
Is there a Jim Montgomery?
No, I don't know any Jimmy Montgomery. But you almost... Listen, I give you half a point for that.
Yeah. Oh, Jim Montgomery was a hockey coach for the Blues. Yeah. That St. Louis radio background.
Yeah. Joe was a second-round draft pick. And he was a beast here. And he was in that Super Bowl. And I remember, get the gong ready.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I went down because I was at the Super Bowl. And ironically, I was at that Super Bowl with Dave Metzold.
Shout out to
who was at 4. So we were both there thinking we were going to see because he's a Vikes guy.
Yeah.
And I go down in the locker room, in the Giants locker room after the game, after they got hammered. And I'm talking to Joe. And there was nothing for him. Wasn't going to any parties or anything. It was like, let's go out. Let's hang. Like, what are we going to do? There's nothing to do.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So you're saying that
But that's the wall. That's the one I used. The one from Super Bowl 35. And what did you say the year was? 2000?
2000. Or I guess it January 28, 2001.
I think you may need to hand that wallet over to me. It's got good energy. It's got that Ravens energy in it. My Ravens won a Super Bowl. But
you're the cashless kid, though.
I am the cashless kid. It kind of threw me off a little bit when you dropped a money clip on us yesterday.
I bet Bobby's going to know.
I don't think Bobby cares cash. He'll know.
No, I think Bobby...
I don't think he carries much cash. You think he's
maybe
a cash
not
guy?
Much, but I think he does have cash.
And they're probably all hundreds.
Well, by the way, I ran a thorough investigation for the last hour and a half of last Wednesday's show. I could not pin down this player he was describing.
I forgot after the show. It wasn't a player, it was a coach.
No, he said one of his teammates who is now an assistant coach in the NFL.
And he also dropped on us his son is playing.
He said his son's a current player.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't get the text from him after the...
No, it was our fault. We said we'd guess.
Yeah, we dropped
and we never did.
We dropped the ball.
Dude, I went through like every single roster that he ever played on, could not figure it out.
Okay.
That's some deep research.
I know.
It's quite borderline stalk, but...
Well, he gave us the clues.
The Blues clues. I went through his garbage. I went to his house.
Yeah.
Jumped in, did a little dumpster diving, tried to find out.
You ever dealt with a light stalker or a stalker? Anything in your life? Any rando pop-ups? It's happened to me a few times.
Wow. Tell us more.
It's happened to me a few times.
Tell us more, Matty.
You
got to be a big-time star for that to happen. This is a gong.
Not at all. This is just
saying that he's that high value that he gets stalked.
The fans want to know what's up with
I don't
Matty.
even know stalking's the right word. I'll use pop-ups, just random pop-ups when they weren't invited, just to see what I was doing.
Where?
Okay,
at my apartment.
This begs the obvious question.
Oh, you mean
male or female?
Female. Yeah, female.
So they just show up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To see if you're with someone? Or just at
probably.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I'm going to speak in code. Is this a part of the whole don't play home games thing?
No.
Okay.
That is not don't play home games, something I learned from Uncle Bo years ago. It's not that. It's just...
Wait, what?
Is this a...
So Bo taught me something when I was getting one of my first apartment, or second apartment.
Okay.
And he gave me some advice about being a single lad.
Yeah.
And he said to me, Maddie, don't ever play home games. And I don't even know if I can elaborate on the air. I don't even know if it's appropriate.
Why not?
No, I don't think you have to get all explicit. I think you just have to
The premise is don't date women who live in your same apartment complex.
Don't play any home games. Yeah. But so it wasn't that.
So it wasn't that. Okay.
I've always followed that rule. If you're going to be a single guy or gal, don't play any home games.
It doesn't work.
That could get dicey.
The person lives next to you,
or just in the same complex.
I don't think I've ever followed that rule.
Oh.
I don't think I even knew. I don't think I even knew the rule.
Confession. Come on, Usher. What's your confession?
There's no confession.
These are his
I definitely
confession.
dated somebody that lived in an apartment.
That's dicey.
Just almost where. I don't think the buildings were connected. It wasn't like
about a connection.
It was about a connection.
How did that end?
Friend zone.
Who friend zoned who?
I was put back in.
Back in.
This is what I'm kind of thinking happened with Maddie.
Then I moved up to the front of the complex. I moved within a complex.
So you
not for that reason.
So that's quite the level up. So you went from friend zone to non-friend zone, back to the friend zone. Getting out of any type of friend zone is good work out of you because it's tough. Sometimes you're just there and you're never coming out of the friend zone. But AR's
it was
just
a
got
home game.
AR's just got that type of Riz.
It was a home game.
Riz God in here.
McGruby don't play like Homie, and Homie don't play like that.
I really don't.
You know what?
Have you ever played this road home game situation?
I've never played a home game.
No.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I have.
Uh-oh.
You know, by the way, that's not what I thought you meant.
What do you think I meant?
I thought
forgot
you
about
meant
this.
when you're with someone.
What was her name?
Always play on the road.
Oh, if you got a little side piece or something?
No, not a side. Just play more roadies than home games based on you can bail out, you can leave, I got to go home.
Which is good advice
it's
as
harder,
well.
It's harder to remove someone else than it is yourself.
Completely agree.
That's what I thought you meant.
Completely agree. No, that's also very good advice, too, that I think TLC can take now that he's got his own spot. But yeah, Uncle Bo hit me up. No home games.
Oh, my gosh.
Never done it. I think it was very, very valuable advice. But yeah, I've had not a stalker. That was, I've had pop-ups. That were not welcomed.
If you want this money clip wallet as like a relic, something to remember me by, I will get something new. I'm ready to let her go. And it has, I'll show it to you during the break. You can barely see the Super Bowl logo because I used to have it in the pants.
Now I don't.
Now I just carry. No, but it's been years since I actually put a wallet in my pants.
And you know me. If you gave me this wallet, I'd wipe it down.
Usually I set it up on the back of the truck. Which is drive away.
Crazy story.
Or put it in a bag.
So
which
wait a
is
minute.
awful.
So this half stalker that you had.
Yeah, let's get back to that.
Was this like a girl who you were messing with and then tried to cut off, but she wasn't taking the hint?
There was that. There was also an ex. Yeah.
And then,
so both. I've had both.
How about the third option?
Very uncomfortable.
Which would be something that had never really gotten started, but they wanted it to start. And they were just kind of being plain aggressive.
I haven't
Best defense is a great offense.
Going for it on fourth down, all that type of
the Dan Campbell of the dating world.
I haven't had that, AR. Haven't had that, but I have had the ex and what TLC laid out. I've had both those.
Have you ever played
great.
The semi-stalker
Nah,
ex?
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm good. Okay. If you're good on me, I'm good on you.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at.
It's a tough one.
You know?
Tough call.
Oh, so are you speaking from experience?
Yeah, there's one in there that I would admit that I probably re-pursued.
Okay, is that re-pursued in the form of
I can't give out too many.
Your door? I'll tell you this, and I'll protect all the names.
Think about it, because it's different in his day and age. Because we have cell phones.
Lord.
Well, I'm serious.
Oh, that's real. That is real.
I'm not trying because
I know.
Nowadays, if like a girl turned you down and you're still knocking on her front door, like that's creepy. But back then, if you wanted to talk to a girl and you wanted a second chance, you may have to go knock on her door and say, "Hey, can we talk this out?"
That's
back in my day,
it's a little bit different back in the day. I'm serious.
He's right.
You're right.
You take that boom box.
Oh, you just
and
hold
you go full John Cusack, and you go, say anything, and then you get a little Peter Gabriel going, and that's viewed as romantic, not weird and
viewed as effort.
Nut job.
Yeah, viewed as effort. I like that. One of my boys
playing like Forever Young or something on the.
I won't throw his name out there, but he had to go through an unfortunate breakup. He really wanted to get back with her. He did everything, right? He really did. Flowers, the whole bit. And he went to her apartment with a letter.
He gave her flowers?
He did. He went to her apartment with a handwritten letter, dropped it off. He received a text after that, if you do this again, I'm getting authorities involved.
A handwritten letter got her to
But this was like time, and he kept going with it. Like the efforts. Like this wasn't the first time.
She had showed up and hand delivered
just dropped
it.
the letter
Didn't
off.
mail it.
He got a text, hey, you do this again. Essentially, I don't ever want to hear from you again. If I do, I'm getting authorities
Have
involved.
you guys ever seen the movie Swingers?
No.
That's too bad.
Interested
Vince
in that,
Vaughn,
huh?
John Favreau.
I know those guys.
Okay.
I know those guys.
There's a big part of this in the 90s where if you got a girl's number, you'd wait 3 days to call. It's like industry standard.
I've always
You don't want
done
to
that.
seem too pushy, but you don't want to make.
I'm that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was an industry. So he gets her number at the bar, and he gets home that night, 2 a.m, whatever.
Yeah.
It just obviously was so excited to meet her, and he's down on his luck, and just starts leaving message after message on her voicemail, or on her answer machine. Sorry, not voicemail, answer machine. The beauty of the scene is that the answer machine keeps cutting him off as he's trying to leave his number for her to call back.
So he ran out of time?
Yes. So he has to keep calling. And then eventually she does answer.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, oh, you're there. You're there. She's like, never blink and call me again.
Yep.
Like,
That was my boy.
Okay.
That was
By
my
the way,
boy,
Ross,
unfortunately.
final thought. If you were right in that it was one of Bobby's coaches who was getting loaded and giving pregame speeches that people had to like get the crane and yank him off stage. If it was a coach,
Frank Yanker.
If it was a coach, I know who it is. If it was one of his teammates, I have no clue who it was.
Yeah.
We'll ask him again.
Well, you can ask him when he comes on in 2 minutes. And then I have a sarcastic thank you for him as well.
Okay.
Carp up next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Matty Ice here. How far are you willing to drive for a great deal on a new vehicle? Well, I made the short drive north to McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion and got my new car. And right now, you can get a 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 with up to $12,000 off MSRP for qualified buyers. They believe in a no-hassle sales experience so you can get the truck you want at a price you'll love without the stress. They're just off Route 23 on 95 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
All the folks at Buckeye, night or day. The kitchen drain has had enough. The toilet's called it quits. The faucet in the master bath, it's throwing childish fits.
In a flash, I'm at your door to win your water war. I battle leaks and clogs and drips until I are no more.
Free service call with your plumbing repair.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Looking for bold flavors and award-winning spirits? High Bank Distillery is your destination for handcrafted cocktails, locally inspired dishes, and Whiskey War, the nationally recognized whiskey. Stop by their Grandview, Gahanna, and Westerville locations this week. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
College is great. You know what else is great? Pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of the Ohio State University. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
Newman Roofing, as part of its 2025 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to recognize individuals who have made an impact for people of all abilities. This week, we would like to honor Caitlin Brown. Caitlin has made an impact by creating the Handy Capable Kitchen, which raises money for Toys for Tots through her local Chili Fest. This Down Syndrome Awareness Month, Newman Roofing is proud to join forces with 10 TV and The Fan in celebrating our ongoing commitment to the community.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Dog friendly. And if you ain't down with that, this is Rothman and Ice.
All right, back at it with our guy from the Morning Juice, the one and only Bobby Carpenter. All right, I want to thank you for something. You ready?
Yeah, I want to hear it.
All right.
I love to be showered with praise. My wife says I'm a narcissist, so this plays right into my hands.
I want to thank you for recommending such an uplifting movie for me. It was like the Hallmark Channel and Lifetime just met and married. when you recommended me to watch The Iron Claw, I just want to let you know that it was just so uplifting. It was a great journey of inspiration of what you can become and how you have to push through adversity and pain to come out the other side. And then eventually it just killed me. And I will tell you, I'm not the current wrestling guy like Matty is, but back in the day, I definitely was watching wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
And
the Texas Tornado out there.
It just the full list of guys that I couldn't even go through. But whether it was Andre the Giant or all these guys,
yeah.
Anyway.
The sad thing is, Rothman, they all kind of suffered the same demise. It's kind of
It was so sad and just... This wasn't like The Wrestler that you and I both like with Mickey Rourke, which is actually, that's sad too. But this one just, it got me. Now, the end, it saved it. Like, the very end, it kind of saved it with his kids. And ironically, his kids were the one that kind of saved it for me. But, my goodness, what kind of father would I just don't get it.
So you do know that they altered the Shark recommended it to me. And I was like, is it good to watch my kids? He goes, no, you probably don't want. And I'm thinking it's going to be like Ric Flair, limousine riding, kids, wife stealing, all that stuff. And I'm like, there's not really anything bad in here. A little bit of drugs, but nothing like crazy. And they're like,
it was 80s. It was roids.
Yeah.
It was.
But do you know that they modified it modified the movie because they didn't think it was believable?
Oh, really?
There's another brother that committed suicide.
Okay, I did not.
That they left out. Oh, yeah.
Did they not? Did they not include him at the end with the little boy? And when was it Carrie? Maybe it was Carrie who said, "So you're my older brother. Nice to like in the afterlife, like that scene."
No,
where they all
left
together.
Yeah, they left them all out because it was too much. I'm like, they go, it wasn't believable. I go, when in the world is reality less believable than fiction?
Yeah. When it comes to wrestling, I guess it. And in the 80s so for people I haven't seen, I'm not going to ruin it, but it's a very tough movie about a true family in the 80s, a father that was an epic wrestler and raised his boys to basically follow in his footsteps and become like the most famous family in wrestling.
Von Erichs.
And the Von Erichs. And so I watched it, and I know you told me to watch it. I actually thought you were pushing me to watch it because it had some more tough physical moments versus the mental moments. And it was the opposite for me. It was more mentally tough than physically.
It was
sure.
And the mental anguish of that movie. I mean, and it's
kind of like watching Uncut Gems. While it's a great movie, it's stressful from the beginning to end. Like it is a journey. Great movie, but The Rise of the Von Erichs I watched last night in between intermission I had watched a lot of it, but I had to take a break. It was that tough. Couldn't watch it straight through.
The sad thing is you get an idea of where it's going, and you kind of want to just get off the ride.
That's right.
But you got to stay on. There's hope that it might go better, but you know that it's really not. And that's the worst part is once I realized that ride was going bad, and I just kept on watching. Yeah. I watched it with my dad and my brother. I'm like, this... It honestly gave me an appreciation for my family even more. That was the one redeeming quality of, not that we were wrestlers, but my dad playing professional football, coaching us.
For sure, that's what I thought of.
My brothers and I all going through that, and I'm like, man, I'm really glad that I have the dad that I do. Not that he's flawless by any stretch, but I mean, we all had good relationships like the brothers there, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't. I wanted to cry like the last 45 minutes of the movie. And then I'm like looking at my own kids. I'm like, this is brutal. It was brutal, man.
I don't know which brother I was more sad for. Like they all had horrendous, like one is like the physical anguish. One is the mental anguish. The other is the handling success and all the pressure and to stay on top and be that guy. And then actually Zac Efron was the one that was, to me, the one I thought was going to meet the worst demise, and he's the one that kind of was able to to push through.
He did reach the worst demise because he had to watch the demise of everybody else.
Right.
And that was his penalty in life that he did not deserve, of having to watch just the erosion of his family right in front of him.
Maddie, were you there when Bob recommended this to me?
Yes, I was. I know the story. I just haven't seen the movie.
You need to watch it, Maddie.
But after you guys describe this thing, I think I'm good.
You'll handle it.
I think I'm good.
You'll handle it.
Get yourself a nice bottle of Hennessy, and you're going to sit there, and you'll hope that you're drunk and pass out before you see the ending.
As you know, Bobby, anything can happen when you start drinking that hen. Hey, you and I are guys that believe in the phrase, hey, if you can't pick up a yard, you don't deserve to win. AR, we've been trying to warm him up to that for years. He's not buying it. Can the Ohio State Buckeyes pick up that tough yard right now via the run? Talk about the run game right now, Bobby.
So I think there's a couple of things happening. Like, they're better on the offensive line, I think, than last year as a whole. Last week wasn't as good, especially on the right side. And I think there's some tinkering going on with that right guard. And what's interesting is last year that kind of happened. And Tegra Shabola is a Cincinnati kid. He's a Lakota guy, very talented. And they kind of lit a fire under him, and they started rotating, and they're rotating Luke Montgomery, and then Hinsman, and they moved him to center, and they had Saravel, and they were kind of the three-man weave at the two guard spots. And it got Tegra going, and then he started playing a lot better. And then this year, it seems like there's been a little bit of a lull with that. And now they've got Padilla in there, and they're trying to maybe get him going a little bit to kind of see if you can challenge Tegra again to maybe pull that out. And that's the one concerning thing is, it happened last year. He's got all the ability in the world. You watch him walk in the room, and you're like, gosh, you're big, you're strong, you're physical, you can do this. And then, just sometimes the film doesn't align with what you're hoping to see. And so that's what I think they're trying to maybe start a little fire there. And then some of it's the running backs too. And Ryan has said this, where if we block it for 3, you need to be able to get 4 or 5. If we block it for 1, you got to be able to get 2 or 3. If we block it for 6, go get 20. And you've got to be a guy that can either outrun somebody through the hole, drag somebody, have great contact balance, and just push for a couple more yards. And I think they're hoping. He loves James Peoples, kind of wasn't really doing it. C.J. Donaldson, he's leaning the short yardage, and then Bo's been pretty good. Now his yards per attempt was not good last week. Some of his short yardage stuff, and they had some losses in there with it. But like this Isaiah West, and he's a young guy too, and you start getting worried about playing a lot of young guys. But I know they think a lot of him. He's got really good contact balance. He was coming off a torn ACL, so they're trying to kind of ease him in. But I think the culmination of trying to figure out this backfield over the next couple of weeks, and then shoring up that right guard spot, I think that kind of solves the problem. And you don't want to say you're ever working on things, but during games, but I think they're trying to develop some of those things during games because they've never really felt like they've been truly challenged. But that's something that you may need to get going here as the air gets a little bit cooler and the calendar turns from October to November, because as we know, November is for contenders.
There it is.
All right. Can you stick through the bulletin?
Yeah.
Because I want to develop this a little bit. All right, we'll come back with the Buckeye Bulletin and Bobby Carpenter, and we'll examine maybe one thing and whether they do or don't have to do this. Can they win any kind of a game right now? Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Head to 971thefan.com to listen on demand and subscribe to all our podcasts. Wasting time has never been easier. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey friends, good news for you. All your favorite NBA players, they're back. And DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. With more markets open for more of the game, DraftKings, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is live when others aren't. New customers, you bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass, plus score $300 if your bet wins, all paid out in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THEFAN971. That's code THEFAN971. Bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus, Ohio only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms Terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Hey, it's Anthony for Orthopedic One. I'm not invincible anymore. I never was, but I refuse to punt on things I still love to do. That's why over the past several years, when I've had things creep up, like back pain, shoulder issue, elbow problem, I've had it all, I've always chosen Orthopedic One. That's because Orthopedic One is Ohio's largest physician-owned orthopedic practice with 60 physicians in every specialty. Find a physician or location near you at orthopedic1.com. Orthopedic One. This is where you go to get better.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 for Kids.
1-877 for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserve by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of our specialties here at Pella Wilson is getting rid of old, smaller windows with no view and replacing them with huge, beautiful windows that can change the look and feel of your home.
We tried that once, but we cut the hole a bit too big, so we had to put in a garage door instead in their dining room.
Wilson.
Didn't improve the view, but they do have a drive-through now, so you're welcome, Gruball family.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Wake up and laugh with the Bob and Tom Show on the Fan 2.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
It says here they've won 5 Marconi Awards. I can't even spell Marconi. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Bob and Tom Show. It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky's Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. Rothman and Ice present Buckeye Bulletin.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
All right, your 7-0 Buckeyes take the bye week here. They'll welcome in Penn State for a noon game to start November, and then it's the march to Michigan. That's really what it is. It's to stay sharp, to keep an edge. You'll hear them talk about it all the time, and they'll have to live up to who they are in weeks where their opponent is incredibly overmatched. Carp, you still with us, bud? No, I was taking a little... Oh, there he is. Teams have tried, Bob, to pick their poison against Ohio State. And, like, Illinois didn't blitz on any third down predictable passing play. And it was one of those things where I'm wondering, do you feel that Ohio State has been truly tested this year? Do you think this offense has been tested? Was it tested in game 1? It obviously was by the score.
Yeah. Well, I think part of it, too, is we have a 14-point lead with less than 5 minutes to go in the game. Like, how aggressive do you really want to be through that point? And that's what I think. You've seen flashes. Now, I was talking to someone over there, and they thought Wisconsin was the second best defense to Texas they played, like off film coming into this game. Like, they were very good up front. They don't miss tackles. Their gaps sound. They don't let you beat them over the top. Like, their offense obviously leaves something to be desired. But they felt like that was a pretty good test. And the reality is, I think if you can hold teams under 17 points, or you can score more than 17 points, that's going to probably win you every game. Like, this defense for Ohio State is really good. And the way that Ryan's playing it, they're not ultra aggressive. They don't play with a ton of tempo, so they limit exposure of their defense. They've shortened the games, which, yeah, they could go up tempo and play with a faster pace and score more points, but at what cost to the defense with how good they're playing? So I think Ryan, this is kind of the evolution of him as a coach, going from the old coordinator to now the guy that's like, win the surest way. Do not put the game at risk, because at the end of the day, if you win them all, then you're the national champion.
Yeah. We were talking yesterday about Carnell Tate, and AR brought up, hey, man, this guy probably needs to get a little Heisman love with the way that he is playing. And look, Ohio State's got Julian right there in the
said
mix.
A couple weeks ago that thought maybe was kind of disappointing for a season for him about 3 games ago. It's like, how's that disappointment coming, Fedoff?
Wait, for Tate?
Yeah.
3 games ago he said that?
I think maybe 4 games ago. I don't know. It was something where it was like, really? I mean, disappointment. He's like, well, I mean, like,
what was he not seeing from him? Like,
he was the one that started out. Yes, I guess nothing was crazy in the Texas game because it wasn't a big offensive game, but he did score in that game. He scored the key touchdown. He scored the winning touchdown.
He did score the key touchdown. He did score the winning touchdown, but yeah, he said something like that. I was like, hey, the guy's doing great. They haven't really pushed the ball. And the reality is, this is what I think you were going to see is so much doubling, I guess, through, the Bobcats game. Maybe it's the first 2 games, 2 catches, 49, 5 catches, 69 yards. He did have, the 40-yard long in both. But then maybe 3 catches against Washington. But since that Washington game, and there's been some up and down a little bit, but he's a first-round draft pick, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what he is. And people can say whatever they want. They see him out there. The defenses know it. And I'm curious to see how teams are going to try to start defending him because, okay, you can double JJ, but are you just going to let the other hand punch you in the side of the face? I mean, because that's essentially what's been happening.
You've heard and obviously you know this, Bob, like some teams that are really scared of a passing attack, they go to that too high look. Like, do you think defenses are going to go to that more, make Ohio State run the ball?
Well, and they've done that to a certain degree already. Yeah. And then that's why Minnesota eventually got out of it because even in too high, there's short stuff, there's intermediate stuff. You've seen Max Clare pop in certain games, and you've watched some of the backs get some more receptions in certain games. So there might be times where, okay, you want to take away the receivers? Okay, I mean, it's going to be boring. No one's going to enjoy the game. People are going to be complaining about the 5-yard runs and, the 7-8-yard passes. And it's like a 10-play drive, 5 minutes, go score a touchdown, ho-hum. Defense goes 3 and out. You do the same thing. Next thing you know, it's like 24-3 in the fourth quarter, and then you win the game 31-3. And it's like, well, I know we covered the spread, but like it wasn't really exciting, Maddie. Like I didn't really get juiced up. Like there's no reason to cheer. Like I think Ryan's like, fine, I don't care. We're just going to beat you like that. If you want us to bludgeon you with a tack hammer, we'll just do that.
Yep. I think in the days of the old BCS or even a 4-teamer, that you probably wanted to see a little more of the brownie points, the beauty contest. You wanted to see that a little bit. I mean, 34 is plenty. Can they win it? Can they win it?
They covered the number, Rothman.
They did. They've covered it 6 of 7 times. The only one they didn't cover was OU by like a half a point.
Well, it depends on maybe when you got it.
Yeah, that does too. So, in your mind, can they win any type of game? That they don't have to be this, like, with such a great defense and such an efficient passing game and all those weapons. So, if the running game doesn't turn into Quinshon and Travion, it's not concerning you that they can't win at all, right? Because even if teams decided to do what they think they can do, which is, okay, we don't have to worry about the running game as much. Let's back out of this. Let's keep everything in front. The patience and poise of this quarterback, that's what people are waiting on, Bob. They're waiting for this young quarterback to become impatient and take his shots. And Ryan and Brian have done such a good job at saying, Brian and Bri, they don't have to. They don't have to do that. They'll take their shots every now and then, but
exactly, Meatloaf.
Right.
I mean,
2 out of 3 ain't bad, essentially, right?
You're right. And so here's the thing. Like they've got so many receiving weapons, and this is the reason why I think Julian St. Clair.
Julian St. Clair, exactly.
Yeah, Julian Sayin probably hasn't got enough Heisman credit because when you watch him, Rothman, Matty, like it doesn't look hard. It looks effortless.
Oh, what he did this weekend though was different though.
Well, but even when he slid out of the pocket and then gunned that one to Carnell, which was an unbelievable catch, great throw, off platform, reset, and every coach knew it was great, but it still didn't look that hard. Like, he doesn't seem like he's ever straining. Like, the ball to Ennis in the corner, strain a little, but he completes such a high rate. I think people look at him and they're trying to figure out exactly, like, how does this look so, like, he's so calm?
Vegas
like,
is on it now.
Rattled.
Bobby, Vegas is on it now. Ty Simpson's plus 300, Mendoza's plus 325, Julian's plus 400 right now.
So he went
to win the Heisman.
So after Carson Beck had his nightmare on Friday, Julian was still 14-1 to win the Heisman before kickoff against Wisconsin. After the game, he was 4-1. So they saw it, and now he's getting it. And so he's the one. It's not Jeremiah anymore. And Jeremiah's gone the other way.
He was the prince that was promised, Bob.
It's so hard for a receiver because you can take away a receiver. Like, this is nothing against Carnell. And, like, JJ, he's had a couple opportunities. There were some drops. But, like, they're not going to force it into him. And I think he's fine with that. Everybody sees how good he is, and he's going to have other big plays during the year. I promise you that. And once you start playing, and the other thing is, too, some of these teams aren't actually playing to win. They're just playing to lose by as little as possible. Like, that's the reality of it. So once you play teams that are trying to win the game and they're taking chances and being aggressive, then you're going to find something like Notre Dame. You think they wanted to leave J.J. Smith out by himself at the end of the game? No. But, like, we got to blitz Will Howard because if we don't, he'll sit back there and he'll find somebody. We got to go. I think
Bielema wanted to win the game and thought he might be able to if he didn't give up a ton of home run balls because they probably, and he just kept everything. He just never blitzed. They never really truly blitzed him on 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. They didn't. They paid for it because he's been that good. All right.
Appreciate you, Bob.
Just remember, the toughest and the strongest, nothing can ever hurt you. I believe them. We all did.
All right. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm heading down there right now to go do do a little hit with Nicole. So, Buckeyes.
Okay. Sounds good, my man. We'll see you soon.
All right.
There he is. Bobby Carpenter for the Morning Juice, 10 TV Plus. We come back, top of the hour, fan sports update. And Maddie, the staying power of these division leaders right now in the NFL. Who do we believe in? Who are we tossing aside? Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Catch T-Bone and Tyvus weekday mornings from 6 to 9. If you're not completely satisfied, we'll rewind time and erase your brain. For real, the Fan.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
A government shutdown affects everybody. It means missed paychecks for our troops. It means delays for critical services for ordinary Americans. And it disrupts the work Congressman Mike Carey does to deliver results for his constituents. Like voting for the Social Security Fairness Act to get public servants like police, firefighters, and teachers their full Social Security benefits on time and without delay. Mike Carey also voted for a continuing resolution to keep the government open while budget negotiations continue. It passed the House with bipartisan support, but failed to pass the Senate, and the government still shuttered. Congressman Mike Carey urges our senators to put politics aside and reopen our government before innocent Americans are harmed further by the shutdown. To learn more about Congressman Mike Carey's bipartisan efforts to reopen our government, call Congressman Carey's office at 614-927-6902 or visit carey.house.gov. Paid for with official funds from the office of Mike Carey.
Everybody poops, everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody. We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
Bobcat Enterprises says thank you for your support as they celebrate 50 years of serving the construction industry. Established in 1975 in Cincinnati, Bobcat Enterprises has expanded to 9 stores to meet you where you are in Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. Find equipment for any construction project, including compact track loaders and excavators. Plus, Bobcat Enterprises rents compact equipment and attachments. Find current specials and locations at bobcatent.com or follow Bobcat Enterprises Inc. on Facebook. Bobcat Enterprises, 50 years working for you.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at tmobile.com.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. ESPN's Jeff Passan and Pete Thamel reported Tennessee baseball head coach Tony Vitello is finalizing a deal to manage the San Francisco Giants. He will be the first ever to go from college coach to MLB manager without any professional experience. NHL, Columbus Blue Jackets bested the Dallas Stars 5-1 Monday. Jackets 3-3 and return home to host the Capitals Friday at 7. NBA, Cleveland Cavaliers open their season at the New York Knicks at 7. NFL, the Steelers open the 21-day practice window for former Buckeye quarterback Will Howard from the IR. Howard broke his pinky finger in training camp. Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels will miss Monday's matchup versus the Chiefs with a hamstring strain. Marcus Mariota will start in his place. This update is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local, drink High Bank. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Most shows just skim the surface, but Rothman and I feel like the biggest story of the day deserves a closer look. It's time for a deeper dive.
Sponsored by Low T Center. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
All right, final hour of the program. We'll have Zach Werenski on at 2:30.
Let's go.
Hockey and Hounds. Wake him up from his afternoon nap. His afternoon Z's.
It's a thing, too, because I've been watching the the starting five thing on Netflix where they follow around 5 NBA players. And like last year's was LeBron was in on it. And he's so big on that. Like he has to have his nap. Like his trainers, his wife, the kids know that when I get to this portion of my day, do not bother me at all. Like I got to get my 2 hours in like every day. So these guys have that regimen that kind of resets the body and gets them going for the night. So I'm not mad at it. I'm here for naps.
Well, they are professionals and they are athletes. And you're right. A sleep schedule is key. I wish I had one myself.
I'm not getting good Z's at night. Rough.
It's too much to watch. I stayed up. I'll admit this. So I had it's always gambling.
There it is.
Not good.
Always does
for
it.
me.
Always
but
does
it was
it.
good. So I had a parlay going that had I had the Seahawks. It's the last leg of the parlay. I forgot the game was going to kick off at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that was rough.
Like I thought it was a doubleheader. I didn't know that it was going back to back. I thought it was one of those.
It kind of blended a couple of those.
Yeah.
Because the first few Monday night doubleheaders we've had have been like 7 and 8:15.
Yeah, staggered starts. This one was after the Lions and the Bucks.
Yeah, it was tough.
And so I'm watching this game, and I have Seattle, and I just need them to win. And their coach, who's he again?
He is Mike McDonald.
Right.
McDaniel is in Miami. It took me a couple years to get that right, but both Mikes, McDaniel in the 305, McDonald in Seattle.
And I know that they're 5-2 now. But let me tell you something. This guy, if I was there, I would have come out of the stands and said, run the damn ball.
So you needed to come out of the stands to say
You're up 2 possessions. Stop letting Darnold throw it all over the place. Manage the game.
Let me ask you this.
They don't manage the game. They had him throwing from his own end zone. He gets strip sacked for a touchdown. Darnold's throwing picks again. He made some great throws. My point in the whole story is that game ended I had to wait because I didn't know whether I needed to hedge. And so I had to keep waiting. They could never put it away.
You're better than me. I didn't have
Stay
any.
Up till 1 a.m, I think.
I had nothing on the line in the world of fantasy or money.
Good for you.
So the game was watching me. I think I made it to about midway through the second quarter, and that's all I had left in the old gas tank.
Real quickly.
Yeah.
Jackets, we'll talk about it with Z. And I know, and I've got some tweets about, hey, I'll wait and see if Elvis can continue this.
That's fair.
That is fair. All goalies go through ups and downs, even the best of the best. Yeah. The best of the best are well over 900, and they're more consistent than not. And so that's who they are. And plus, they usually have pretty good teams in front of them. Mm-hmm. So the fact that the Jackets coming into this season, you could probably say that the number one question about them coming into the season, would they get truly competent goaltending enough to compete and overcome maybe a blue line that wasn't loaded? We had Z. You've got some with Dayton. By the way, Sivo's been playing great.
Yes.
Denton was up there showing his thing as a younger guy. But the biggest question mark for this team was, do they have enough in the net to truly compete? Because they were scoring last year. They have 2 goalies right now that one has a .927 save percentage, and the other has a .928. I mean, you couldn't ask for more of a dream start. So while I understand people saying, hey, we'll see how it goes, that was such a big game last night for Elvis. Now, I don't know what he's going to do in the next time he starts. And I will tell you this. People say, oh, well, ride him now, against Washington. I think they have back-to-backs coming. So I think you stick with the plan. The plan's been alternating them. It's worked. I don't think there's any reason to go away from that now. I'd be very surprised. And now at the beginning, when Jet was looking good, I thought, okay, with the unknown of Elvis, you probably ride Jet a little more. But he has stuck to his plan. So good for Coach Dino to do that. And I would anticipate the same thing. This was a really good bounce back for a team. It would have gotten real awkward if they would have lost to Tampa and Dallas, but they've won them both. Historic beatdown at Dallas last night. Now you're taking Washington Friday. You're at Pittsburgh Saturday. They've gotten off to a pretty good start, but they were out of the West. Then they're back, and then they're down in Florida. So maybe you can catch them, but we'll be on a back-to-back. So beautiful game. We'll talk to Z about it at 2:30.
I think if we were to poll and look, the sample size is obviously small. Mm-hmm. But if we're talking 6 games in, we told Jacket Faithful that they would see their Jackets with the 4th best save percentage in the entire league right now. you would take that all day and tomorrow. I completely understand some people being a little slow to go all the way in with that, because that's kind of where I'm at too. But we got to be where our feet are. And right now, those two guys, Jed and Elvis, are doing what they're supposed to do. Obviously, this comes down to doing it over and over again. But I'm not going to worry about that just yet until it actually becomes something that I need to worry about. But those guys are handling business right now.
Before last night, if I would have told you this is the worst penalty kill unit in the NHL, and the power play isn't even in the upper half, you'd be very worried that they even won a game.
100%.
And so now the fact that they went perfect last night in special teams, that has to give some confidence. And it's enormous. And as quickly as you get confidence, you can lose it quickly, so they got to stay even keel. And hopefully they'll have a good week. We'll talk to him here at 2:30 for Hockey and Hounds. You had mentioned these division leaders and the belief in them. Let's go through them real fast. Let's start in the AFC North. It's funny about Pittsburgh, right?
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. That towel going over there, TLC. Come on now.
Why do I still think your team is going to make a run at this at 1-5?
Well, new news coming out of Baltimore.
To believe this?
Lamar's back at practice today. Don't know if that's a limited or in full capacity, but
it's the schedule.
Over at Bet365, they've got TLC's Steelers at plus 130. The Baltimore Ravens coming in at plus 135. So they think this thing is very, very close. And obviously, with Cincinnati, I guess, upsetting, if you will, the Steelers in that game last week, that's where the odds are as tight as they are. And Vegas knows that Lamar's right around the corner for the Ravens.
You're not getting enough value on the Ravens.
Plus 135 now?
Yeah, I think you should be getting a little more at 1-5. But they see what I see. They see the Bears, they see the Dolphins, they see the Browns, they see the Jets. Like, they see what the Ravens have coming.
You like that plus 450 for Cincinnati? Would you do a little sprinkle on that right now?
Stop.
Just asking. Just seeing where AR's mind is.
Well, actually, you know what? AR might, because he likes to just bet odds instead of actual teams and actual outcomes. Oh, the Bengals got great value right now. You think they're going to win the division? No.
You don't think they found a little something with Flacco?
It's the value. Not
3-4.
Not sustainable for an entire season.
Well, they may not need the entire season.
Okay, not sustainable until week 16, basically the entire season.
He throws to Jamar Chase 16 times a game.
23. He caught
well, what I mean is, that's what I'm saying. If he connects on 16 of them, that alone makes them believable.
TLC, can you do a quick Google search?
Plus, did they beat the Jets this weekend?
I got Google fired up. I'm ready to go.
Most targets in a game in NFL history. Who is that?
Game and
because Jamar with 23, that's got to be.
I'm going to guess Larry Fitzgerald. I don't know.
Close.
Brandon Marshall with 28.
With the Broncos or Jets? Where was he?
2009.
Miami? Where was he?
I got to look him up now.
I think that's Denver.
That had to be Denver. Or was that Chicago? No, that was Denver.
That was definitely not Chicago.
That was Denver.
It was Denver.
Okay.
He was on the Dolphins the next
Now, how many targets was that in the game?
That was 28.
Yeah. So Jamar was 5 off from the record.
Well, and the difference is I think Brandon caught most of those.
Brandon Marshall.
Yeah.
Brandon Marshall was a dude. He was a little.
Do you have how many he caught of the 28?
I believe 21.
That's a lot.
That's a good day at the office.
It's a fantasy.
It's a good day.
That'll win you a week.
At the office. I'll never forget the video of Brandon Marshall at practice where he was punting the footballs into the stands and all that stuff. Brandon Marshall was wild, but he could go.
Wasn't there a game like recently the Cooper Cup was thrown to 1,000,000 times?
Wouldn't surprise me.
He was one of those
Would
guys.
not surprise me at all. So that is the NFL record, though, is what you're saying, is Brandon Marshall with 28 in a game. Okay.
Yep. I think the Ravens are going to get back into this. People that have kicked them to the curb, I think it's stupid. Their defense isn't great, but their schedule tells you with Lamar that they're going to get back into the conversation. I actually think Las Vegas is telling you they're only giving you that they're back in this conversation, right? I know they're your team and you're going to be a little tougher on them than most.
Well, I just think with the defense being as bad as it is, I don't know if Lamar can save all of that. Like, I really don't. They'll go back to being a really good offense, but it's a lot to ask for that guy to solve the big potholes that they have on defense right now. It's just horrible.
Just think right now you can get by this schedule with a great offense and not a great defense.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
I put them in making the playoffs about 40, 45%.
I'll tell you what other juice I like right now. It's New England at plus 145 to win the East. They've already picked up that one win against Buffalo. The quarterback's got a bunch of confidence right now.
Yep.
To me, I like that value. Pat's at plus 145.
I mean, Sunday he broke Tom Brady's record for completion percentage in a game.
Yeah, he can go, man. He's good.
And by the way, he can run.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other part about him.
Yeah. Showcased that at North Carolina. He's got it all, man. Still young, but there's definitely a future there for
going up against the Brownies defense this week.
Okay.
I like and their schedule doesn't look that tough. So I'm with you. That feels pretty good. All right, we'll continue the division march when we come back. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
If you miss a live show, you can catch the podcast. If you miss the podcast, our hosts have volunteered to have dinner with you.
Ma, the meatloaf!
The Fan.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this. Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose, so you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spreads, totals, or player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet just $5. It's the only betting app I use. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply. In-app only.
You ever feel like your money is just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money is always doing something.
Like what?
Like automatically pushing more to savings so you can take that trip.
I like trips.
Who doesn't? It even tracks your progress. You're almost there.
Wow, I better pack.
And it charts your spending so you know which vacation hat you can afford.
How does it know I like hats?
Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
You've heard about the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Yeah, that's an old one. My dad told that one to me. But when it's your real feet, it's not a game. It's awful. Hey, it's Anthony. I had pain in my feet and my lower back, so I went to the Good Feet store and got the support I needed in my shoes that changed the game for me. I went in and they personally fit me for arch supports that would be perfect for my feet. The fitting process is simple. They ask the right questions about exactly what I was experiencing and the lifestyle I want to be able to live. They professionally measured my feet and arch size, and before I knew it, I was wearing my new arch supports home. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of. I'm a customer. I have their 3-step system put into all of my shoes. Get professionally fitted at the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. Learn more at goodfeet.com.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Help DEA keep our communities safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, October 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Helping a new driver get ready for their road test? Here's a convenient new way to make the most of your 50 hours of required practice driving time. The Road Ready Ohio app, available now at no cost to new drivers and their families. Road Ready Ohio keeps track of your driving experience together, providing feedback and safe driving tips. It even generates the documentation you need for the Ohio BMV. The Road Ready Ohio app, free to download in the Apple and Google App Stores.
Join the fan weeknights at 6 for the Buckeye Show. And if you're asking if it's just a bunch of homers rooting for all things Ohio State, yes, it is. Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio's sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Mostly cloudy to cloudy skies today and significantly colder. Extra layers will be needed as with breezy winds, we could have our feels like in the 40s, although the air temperature will be in the mid to low 50s. For tonight, becoming partly cloudy overnight with our lows in the mid to upper 30s to low 40s and still breezy winds. And then for Thursday, mostly sunny, but it'll feel cooler with breezy winds and highs only getting in the mid to upper 50s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfolo with a 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman and Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present Free Snap Leads.
Sponsored by Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF. Or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
All right, a little Bet365 time.
Let's do it. If you're looking for a new place to bet, get on over to Bet365 because they're taking care of their new customers. New customers at Bet365 have a chance to just bet $5, and then you are going to get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $200 into something bigger and better when you bet on totals, spreads, money lines, or player props. Also, make sure you're keeping an eye out for those daily boost and super boost as well. Cavs Knicks tonight.
I'm on that as well.
In the Garden. Got some new news for you, AR. Looks like Carl Anthony Towns.
Some nude news?
Not that I do not have.
Okay.
I don't have that available for you. But new news coming out of Gotham City. Carl Anthony Towns is doubtful. Mitchell Robinson is already ruled out for this game. So I'm looking at the first basket of the game.
Okay, this is very uncut gems because you really kind of got to win the tap.
You do. And so the reason why I'm going to do this is because I believe Jared Allen is going to win the tip without their two bigs there. So I'm actually looking at
I love this.
Evan Mobley at plus 600 to score the first basket of the game. This is all on Jared Allen, though. He's got to win the tip.
That's right. That's the toughest part about this bet, maybe.
Correct. So I'm going to go Evan Mobley. First bucket of the game at plus 600.
You know, Donovan's being offered at plus 600 as well.
I got something else for Donovan, too.
All right, I'm going to take Lonzo Ball since we talked about him.
Yeah.
I'm going to take him over 3.5 assists.
Okay.
Just he's going to I'm just with the way I think the Cavs could play tonight.
Yeah.
I like him over 3.5 assists.
I like that call, AR. No Garland in this one, so he'll have the rock in his hands a little bit more. My safer bet today is Donovan Mitchell to hit 4 threes at plus 115. So if you don't like the risky first basket of the game at plus 600 with Evan Mobley, I feel pretty good about Donovan Mitchell knocking down 4 3 balls at plus 115. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply in app only.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Right, I failed to ask Schefter this as well because we kind of got rolling. And this was a topical story and also was a personal thing because I have Mike Evans in fantasy. So I wasn't leaning just to be selfish. I think people do want to know, is he done? Because Tampa's a playoff type team. And we want to know whether he's just going to lock it down and try to come back for the playoffs or whether he could come back. And Ian Rappaport actually reported today, he of the NFL Network, NFL.com, that Mike Evans is having surgery to repair his broken collarbone. And that his sources say it was a clean break.
Oh.
And they should have Evans back in 8 weeks or less.
8 weeks or less.
And I was about to drop him in our league because we're so stupid we don't have an IR.
Yeah, my other league does, and it's great. It's great.
And
I don't know why we don't.
And so I'm kind of happy I kept him. And so I was looking at the schedule to see if this would even matter for me. Did you count out
I have
2 months from now and where he will be?
New Orleans is coming up this week. They do have a bye.
So that's 2 weeks.
New England after that.
3.
Road trips to Buffalo, Los Angeles.
4, 5.
Arizona at home, New Orleans at
7,
home, Atlanta at home on a short week.
So it's possible that he could come back for the semifinals if I were to make it in fantasy.
And
at Carolina and at Miami.
2 of their last 3 games against Carolina and TLC's Panthers, they hang on. They may mess around and make those couple weeks for the NFC South. Who knows?
The other thing is, how much are you going to risk him before the playoffs if Tampa's in line to make it? And then if he does play, how much will he play being that rusty?
Correct.
Can't prove that rusty.
I think the division would have to be on the line for them to force the issue later in the year.
This is going to be a roster spot that just is. He just
got to hang on to him. You have to, because it's not like me or where I had neighbors and you just knew he was done. You can let him go. That big name,
Tyreek,
gone.
And
Right? Like those guys are gone. Since you brought that up, my mind went to now the offensive rookie of the year and looking at the odds.
Okay,
Emeka's at plus 190 and he's right behind Jackson Dart at minus 110. And so now with this runway, if he can stay healthy, because I know Emeka's been a little dinged up, but he did play this past week. It's always going to be hard with quarterbacks racking up the stats that they're going to rack up, and then Jackson will have the whole New York thing behind him and all. I get that. But Emeka at plus 190 right now, I like.
I believe if TLC held on to this was part of wasn't a bold prediction. I think my bold prediction was that Emeka was going to make a run at Puka's record of yards receiving.
Yeah.
But I was more into that he's winning Rookie of the Year before the year even started. Like, it just felt that way. This Jackson Dart situation is tough. Now, this isn't an all quarterbacks have to win the award, right? This is receivers have won it. Garrett's won it. Jamar has won it. Running backs win it. So it's not just quarterback, and just away we go. So
I just don't know if his value is going to get any better than what it is right now, because I think Baker obviously trusts him, and he continues to go out there and show that he's worthy of being trusted and can play at this level consistently. So, yeah, plus 190 I like for Emeka, because I don't know if you're going to be able to get that here in the next couple of weeks.
Now with Evans gone, he's going to have to force feed him. He's been so good.
He really has, man. The years he and JSN are having, I saw a graphic somewhere today, I think on ESPN, where JSN is on track right now to break Calvin Johnson's single-season record.
Him then?
Something like that.
For Offensive Player of the Year.
Let me find that. Let me see where he's at right now for you.
Like,
he is right now.
I know Jonathan Taylor's probably going to win it if he keeps scoring touchdowns.
Yeah. Jonathan Taylor minus 140. Okay. JSN right behind him at plus 425.
It's good value because he could rack up stats if Jonathan Taylor doesn't keep getting in the end zone. But yeah, that's a tough one for me. But Seattle's pretty good.
I like the Emeka bet better right now because Jonathan Taylor is just doing so much damage. And like, this guy's already got 10 touchdowns on the year.
It's just that JSN won't have to overcome a quarterback.
I don't think Jonathan Taylor is either.
Jonathan Taylor won't. Yeah. So, but Emeka would have to overcome a quarterback probably.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. There are your future odds. Any other division leader that we're going to bail on?
Bail on?
I'm not bailing on Pittsburgh.
No.
But that one's dicey for them.
They needed the one against, and they really had a chance to put a stranglehold on the division.
Although I don't know if that's the bet to make.
I will gladly bail on Green Bay.
You're out?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, that one's right there for the Lions, too.
Yeah. Both the Lions and Packers TLC plus 105 to win the division.
Lions look way better right now.
I agree with that.
Jordan Love's not doing it for me right now.
That's fair. That could change, though, come Sunday night. Taking on your Steelers. Is this in Lambeau or it's in Pittsburgh?
Where's Pittsburgh, unfortunately.
In Pittsburgh.
I wish it were in Lambeau.
Yeah, me too.
Here's what we need to know, and I'm going to find out for you right now, if that's even an underdog bet. It's not. They're both tied.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good stuff with Packers and Lions at plus 105.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. You know what else is good stuff, fellas? Is taking care of your health. And the place that you can do that is at the Columbus Men's Clinic because their medical providers build a plan around you, your body, your goals, and what it takes to get you back to feeling like yourself again. Testosterone, ED treatments, they have it all. I went over there, got my blood work checked out. It was awesome. I felt so much good after that. That's why I want to get all in with telling you about the Columbus Men's Clinic, because these guys don't do any guesswork. They just make it happen with real treatments, real science, and no gimmicks at all. So call them at 614-300-7400, or you can visit them online at columbusmensclinic.com. Your consultation, including blood work, is just $99, and they will find a plan that works with your budget. Again, their number is 614-300-7400, or you can hit them up online at columbusmensclinic.com.
All right, we come back in 2 minutes, and we talk to Z about the Jackets' massive win last night and how perfect it felt. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Just announced. Get 0% financing for 60 months on all 2025 Tucson and Tucson hybrids. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit ends 11/3.
Hey friends, good news for you. All your favorite NBA players, they're back. And DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. With more markets open for more of the game, DraftKings, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is live when others aren't. New customers, you bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass, plus score $300 if your bet wins, all paid out in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THEFAN971. That's code THEFAN971. Bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus, Ohio only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
You'd think that dog conversation wouldn't necessarily blend with hockey talk. And you'd be wrong.
You idiots!
Like a fine wine and dark chocolate, it's going down smooth. Rothman and Ice present Hockey and Hounds.
Sponsored by Telhio Choice Checking. If you know Telhio Choice Checking, you know all the perks that come with your account. Find the checking account that fits your needs at telhio.org.
Now joining the boys, the lead dog on the blue line, Zach Werenski.
I'm sure it felt as good as it looked to people watching. And Z, it's great of you to join us here. Coming back from Big D, it's Zach Werenski, Hockey and Hounds, brought to you by our friends at Telhire Credit Union. All right. Let me ask you this. What about the victory pleased you the most?
That's a good question. I mean, I think only giving up one goal against a team like that's obviously a pretty good achievement. Elvis played great, made some good saves. I thought our team defense was really good in the first and third period. Felt like in the second they got some momentum, but that's to be expected, right? That's a good hockey team, and they're playing at home. But I really liked our start. I liked our finish. I liked how we kind of just held things down in the third and got a few goals to get some insurance. But yeah, I mean, it was just an all-around team win, a couple power play goals. So there's not really one thing I can point out. I really like the full effort of the guys.
Z, when you have the situation that you guys have right now in net with Jet in one night and Elvis in another, does that change your approach to the game at all as far as what you have to do and your responsibilities?
No, I don't think so. I think we talked about it a few weeks ago, actually. I think this is great for both guys. They both get some rest between games. They're fresh when they get in. We have full confidence in both of them. They've both been unbelievable to start the year, and they've given us a chance to win every single night, and that's all you can ask for when your goalie's in. It doesn't really change our approach at all. We obviously want to play well in front of them and play our game, but it definitely gives us a lot of confidence having two great goalies back there.
So Denton's up with you, and this is not a surprise to a lot of people as far as this was an all-star rookie team guy last year, but the two left-handed shots there, top pairing. You're the mentor, certainly, to a young guy like Denton Matejchuk, but key goal last night. Give me your thoughts about being paired with him.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. He's a really good player, super smart, has a lot of skill. He plays a more mature game than his age, and I think that speaks volumes to him, how he prepares, how he handles moments and different situations within a game. Obviously, you saw his skill on his goal last night, but he makes a lot of good plays on breakouts. He's always well positioned, so I really like playing with him so far. It's been good, and I feel like we've defended well together the last couple of games, and we've gotten the results as a team. So I've enjoyed it.
Are all wins in your mind, equal? I guess what I'm trying to ask is when you guys rip off wins against a team like Tampa and a team like Dallas, obviously people are very high on them. What does that do for you? Is that bigger in your mind than going up against somebody else that maybe is a lesser opponent, or do you just try to stay even-keeled and view everybody through the same lens?
That's a good question. I mean, I feel like you try and view everyone through the same lens. I definitely feel like some wins, I don't want to say are tougher than others, but a long flight to Dallas, time change, playing against a really good team who's, been to the conference final, I think the cup final a few years ago, make the playoffs every year. Like, that's a good hockey team with a lot of skill, a tough place to play. That's a really good one for our hockey club. So, all wins you try and view equally. You try and view each team equal, but I feel like I'd be lying to you guys if I said last night what didn't feel really good. So that's a big one for our group.
It really was because they were coming off two losses. Like you knew you were going to get whatever their best was. You knew you were going to get it. And so I think what you said in the very beginning, like kind of meeting the moment, scoring first is always big. I know it's cliche, but I think it was fairly big for you guys. And then the other part of the game I wanted to ask you about is when they cut it to 2-1, because at 2-0, you know how dangerous of a lead that can be. But, when they cut it to 2-1, and then you guys bounced right back, and I think it was Denton's goal that got it to 3-1. Give me your thoughts about the poise of this team, the mental strength when Dallas is pushing, and they're coming back, and they make it 2-1, cut the lead in half. What's that mindset like at that point?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we had no panic in our game last night. I feel like, like I said, in the second period, they were pushing. They were down 2-0. We knew they were going to push. They have a lot of skill, and they're going to make plays and get chances. They end up scoring one. But it never really felt like we lost control, right? Like they were getting a few chances and some looks, but I felt like we liked where we were at, and we knew we were going to kind of start to take the game back over if we just stuck to our game plan and kind of weathered their storm a little bit in the second, and then to start the third. Yeah, Maddie scores pretty early on. The power play gets another one from Voro, and then KJ seals it with an empty netter. So I just liked our poise. I mean, I felt like even when they were pushing, we kind of had it under control for the most part. Elvis made some huge saves. But teams are really good in this league, right? Like they're going to get chances, especially playing from behind and they're pressing. But I liked how we handled it. I liked how we handled some adversity and bent a little bit, but didn't break. And that's important early in the year.
You had a pretty good look, caught the crossbar. What was it like from your vantage point?
Yeah, just try to throw it on net. Had some traffic there. I mean, the offense really hasn't been there for me to start the year so far. And, that's fine for me. I feel like right now we don't really need that. Just trying to, break pucks out, take care of the D zone. Obviously, you'd like to see a puck like that go in, but we won the last two games and we're playing well. And, yeah, I mean, really wasn't much to it besides throwing it on net. A little bit lower, maybe it's in, but, yeah, I'm just trying to help in other ways right now.
Looking ahead, just a little busy. You guys will welcome in Ovi and the gang on Friday, Washington in the house, and they're off to a pretty good start. Just going up against that crew and looking at what they have now this year, what do you think are going to be some keys for you guys to try to take them out in a couple days?
Yeah, really good team. They obviously had a good year last year. It doesn't seem like they're slowing down at all this year. They're off to a great start. Obviously, they have some high-flying forwards, a greatest goal scorer in the game. Really solid D, big D. I feel like we're a faster team, so we can use that to our advantage. I feel like we got to play with pace, get pucks behind them, get on our forecheck. I feel like that kind of favors us a little bit, but they're a very systematically sound team. They don't really give up much, so we're going to have to work for our chances. And I feel like if we just, play a steady game, play fast, I feel like we're going to be all right on Friday.
All right, hit us with a fantasy football update. Where you at? How's it looking? Who's the leader in the clubhouse right now?
It's not good. I think I'm in eighth or ninth out of 12. I'm 3-4. Kind of had a tough week this week. Monty's in the lead. I think it's a little bit skewed. I don't think his team's that good. But he's 6-1, so I guess you're as good as your record, right?
Yes. Fantasy is just a cruel thing, isn't it? It is the worst, and it just keeps drawing us in. Because Zach, I've never watched football the same. Like, I guess I can watch a game when I don't have any guys in it, and it's football. But I'm rooting for guys to get tackled at the 5. So my running back, it's a weird deal.
Oh yeah, it is a weird deal, especially I don't know. I'll look at the projections before the week, and I'm like, okay, I have a better team than so and so, and they'll put up 150, and I'll have 85 points.
Oh man,
you know what I mean? One of those
tough.
weeks.
It's
I
tough.
mean, to be fair, Damon Severson only put up 54 points this week, so it could be worse.
All right, we'll hold that for next week.
Oh, man.
By the way, I think I saw him. You could tell me if I'm wrong. After a game, a tough game, and you've played, and you're, I don't know, maybe you're riding a high, especially after that game. I think when Boone was getting interviewed, I think I saw Sevo on an exercise bike in the background. Is that a common thing to do that after a game?
Yeah, a lot of guys get on and flush their legs out.
Okay.
It's more like a casual ride, 5-10 minutes or whatever it is. Some guys will lift light weights just to kind of move around and flush out some of the lactic acid. So yeah, I would say it's pretty common.
What do you do?
It just depends on how I'm feeling, to be honest. Usually on the road, I try and just shower up and chill for a bit before I get on the bus and traveling. At home, sometimes I'll take my time and work out or ride the bike. But it just depends on kind of how I'm feeling, how the minutes were, what we have coming up. Everyone's a little bit different.
Yeah. Well, it's not like you're out there for a family skate. I mean, you're pushing it pretty hard. All right, I want to update you from a couple weeks ago. So Cooper, the 1.5-year-old doodle, we're still looking for the perfect fit. But the good news is he's being evaluated as a therapy dog, which I think would be wonderful because there's such a need there. So if that happens, that would be very cool. This one's a little emotional for me because I know her story. And when a mama dog comes in with a lot of puppies and gives them everything that they need, it's a very cool thing. And her babies were kind of finally ready to go. And, it's sad. It can be sad for some of these mother dogs to watch their puppies leave, but now it's her turn to be cared for. We actually adopted a dog, a female dog that had a lot of puppies, and, everybody wants puppies kind of deal, and the mom kind of gets left behind. And maybe that's a little bit of this. I think this dog, her name is Principal, I think that she's going to be, it's one of those things, Zach, that the first time she went for a walk with her pups, she kind of was uncertain, a little trembly, but when someone crouched down and whispers kind words and kind of, she leans her whole body in, and it was the first time she'd kind of allowed herself to rest against somebody else. It's a wonderful story. She's now discovered, as you know with dogs, soft beds and gentle voices and good treats and all that, and she doesn't need much. I think she needs just a patient home where she can continue to kind of unfold and learn that she's safe. She's about 3 years old and a perfect mid-size, about 45 pounds. And the cool thing is we've got a generous sponsor to take care of her adoption fee. Gigis.org, Gigis.org is where Principal is. You can take a look at her. I'll put it out there. She's done her job as a mom. Now she just needs someone to kind of tell her that she's home. So I hope to have some wonderful news for her. I think that these are the kind of stories that are a little emotional, and I think it's her turn to be cared for. So we'll pitch Principal today, and hopefully I'll have some good news for you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I hope so. She sounds like a sweet dog, so good news here.
How's Bo doing, all right?
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He was just looking at me. Probably wants a treat or something, so that's where I'm headed.
One of these days, we'll do this as a video, like a FaceTime maybe interview, and we can throw it up, and Bo can be there with you so everybody can see.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We should do that.
All right, brother. Hey, great game for the team. Everyone is showering praise, so you guys have to keep it grounded, but keep it going. This was a really good, one of the more historic. I think this is the worst you've ever beaten Dallas, so let's build on that.
Yeah, 100%. We will. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
All right, that is Zach Werenski, and he's with us every couple of weeks here on Hockey and Hounds. You know, we've got Sevo in the tank as well. We've done a lot with we did a lot with Fabro last year as well.
Yeah, it was great to us, no doubt.
Yeah, and so just keep listening and keep riding the Jackets. Of course, brought to you by Ohio Credit Union. Our friends are so wonderful there. They've been around for so long, since 1934, serving Ohio. The Hometown Credit Union. I'm a member. You should be too. Check them out. Learn more at tellohio.org. We will come back with Tell the Truth. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
If you consider yourself a Buckeye fan, you've come to the right place. This is your heritage sports talker and home of Ohio State Athletics, The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Football season's heating up, and so are the deals at Germain Toyota. Right now, drive home a rugged 2025 Toyota Tacoma with 2.99% APR for up to 48 months, or go big with the all-new 2026 Toyota Tundra, also 2.99 APR for up to 72 months. Built tough, built smart, built for whatever your game day brings. Find your next Toyota at Germain Toyota at the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road, or start your next adventure online at germaintoyota.net. Germain Toyota of Columbus. See dealer for details.
The football season now stretches from August to late January, and we can't afford not to be at our very best all season. Hey guys, it's Eric Reeser, and if you're like me, looking at the calendar wondering how you're going to stay at 100% for the next 5 months, do what I did. Go see my friends at Hydrate Me Med Spa. I went to their Grandview location, got hooked up with a fast vitamin push that's got me feeling better than I have in years, and the NAD Plus has me thinking better too. From IV to aesthetic treatments, look great, feel great at Hydrate Me Med Spa. 4 locations: Grandview, Granville, New Albany, and Dublin. Book your appointment at hydratememedspa.com.
Everybody poops, everybody pees. Mommy, will you call Mr. Rooter, please? 'Cause I gotta poop and I gotta pee. Only Mr. Rooter can clear the drain for me. Thank you, Mr. Rooter.
Hi, everybody. We call it what it is at Mr. Rooter. When you have a plumbing or drain problem, the team at Mr. Rooter is ready 7 days a week. Call us today and take advantage of our $95 drain cleaning special. Visit us at MrRooter.com. We'll be there quick.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day. My sinks gurgled, they barely drained. The toilet overflowed. I plunge all day with no luck. What's wrong with this commode?
Clogged drain, no problem. It's 93 or free. I'll clear any drain or you don't pay with a 1-year guarantee.
It's 93 or free. Guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Matty Ice here for McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion. I recently brought a brand new Chevy Trax from McDaniel GM Superstore. It was by far, guys, the best car purchase I have ever made. And right now, you can get a 2025 Trax at McDaniel GM Superstore for as low as $315 a month with zero due at signing for qualified buyers. They're going to treat you like family just like they did me. There's just a short drive north off Route 23 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
He opens his toolbox before he opens his wallet and believes you can fix anything with 20 minutes and some pride. He's Mr. DIY. Then when he needs metal, he goes to Metal Supermarkets. Artists, hobbyists, machine shops, maintenance professionals, and welders all count on Metal Supermarkets for over 8,000 metal products, shapes, and grades. If it's metal, they've got it or can get it for you. Cut to any size and ready fast. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of the biggest reasons people get new windows, Wilson, is that old windows make for an uncomfortable house with crazy high roller coaster energy bills.
Leslie, people love being uncomfortable on roller coasters. The ups, the downs, the gurgling in your stomach because you had 5 corn dogs before getting on.
Did that happen to you, Wilson?
What? No.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home. at PellaColumbus.com.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment
on any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyear's and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
Your new Columbus home for the Jim Rome Show is The Fan 2.
Catch the live experience weekdays from 3 to 6.
Just one requirement. Have a take and don't suck. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Jim Rome Show. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tell the truth with Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Window Nation. Buy 2 windows, get 2 for free. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com now.
All right, TLC, take us home, man.
I just remembered literally 10 seconds ago that we have the official results of the poll from yesterday. As I am looking those up, and it's about the same as where we left off.
Read the poll for the people that weren't listening yesterday.
New audience every single day, different parts of the show.
Even the old audience, how would we expect them to remember?
Yeah, good point.
I don't even remember what we talked about at noon today, TLC.
At this point, do you now view this season as championship or bust? And at noon, we talked about the Blue Jackets.
Championship or bust.
Championship or bust?
I was a little high yesterday.
You were at 70%.
Bet you would, Panama Red. And I was at 70. You told me it was 60-40. I'm going to say that it moved toward me. I don't think it got lower.
Okay.
How much toward you?
Yeah, I don't think suddenly Buckeye fans were slept on it and said, yeah, maybe they're not as good as I think they were. Or maybe, like, I feel like it went the other way. Like, okay, no game this week, not a lot of pressure. And I think we're at 65-35.
Okay. Yesterday I was at, 51-49?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stay there.
And the answers are...
I think it's really, really... I think it's just yes or no? Or those?
No.
I'm sorry.
Championship or bust, or what's the other choice?
Not championship or bust. Not necessarily.
So
not
yes
necessarily is the alternative.
And so it's more about like what this season has become for people now that they're that good, 7-0.
Yeah.
Is it championship or bust? I left a little room for... Because the question itself has some nuance to it, because for a lot of people, and I said this yesterday... I don't think they have. I think if they win the championship this year again, they need the Michigan win to come along for the ride. I just think for a lot of people, I know that last team standing is great, and you win another title, that would be rare air, especially in the new era now. But man, I think they need that. So I'll go 65% championship or bust, 35%. What does it say? What does the actual choice say?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Where are we at?
62-38.
Okay.
So we did...
Inching.
We did.
Inch in Rothman's direction.
Okay. Confidence is there. Confidence is there, as it should be.
Now, the funny part about that is it's way higher than what Las Vegas would say about their chances to repeat. Am I wrong? What did you have it at yesterday? Wasn't it like plus 290 or 350 or where was it?
They're in a tier of their own in the Vegas odds. Like Ohio State is clearly the favorite. Like, yes, they are the favorite, but no one's even close. There's like a whole pile of the second tier, like at plus 700-ish.
Okay.
Do you have what their current odds are?
No, but
I feel like it's right around plus 290 or 300, right in that area.
National championship, Ohio State plus 270.
Oh, so it's come down even more.
Alabama plus 650.
Okay, so basically, let's stay with Ohio State for a minute.
Okay.
That's basically, so 62% of our people voting here that think this season should be about championship or bust. We've gotten to that level. Then anything less would feel
a little bad.
Unrealized. Yeah.
Not great.
Failure.
Las Vegas Well, I don't know about
it's not a failure. It's like when
failure's a strong word.
It's like when I saw Cal Raleigh crying at his locker the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, this season was a failure."
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, it wasn't, Cal. Not for you and not for the team." Like I understand that. Like that's just a quick thing we say. Like for certain teams, it's not a failure.
For those guys, it is, and that they judge
Giannis
themselves
would never tolerate that.
on.
Giannis gave the real answer.
You play to win
but
a title.
that was also bad.
He gave the real answer, and we don't like hearing that from an athlete. But to me, that is reality.
They were a 1 seed who got eliminated in the first round. That's a failure.
I'm not disputing that, but I think what he was talking about is just big picture. We get caught up in it too much with not only that team, but in sports in general. I wouldn't deem the Seattle Mariners season a failure by any means.
Because they weren't supposed to win it.
Right.
Like this isn't a massive underachievement. So you can't. That's where you call a failure a failure.
Yeah.
When you have a championship roster that's supposed to win, that should win, and you fall maybe even way short.
If they lost to the Dodgers, they wouldn't call it a failure. I think it's because they were up 3-2.
I think it was 8 outs away from playing in their first ever World Series. That's why it felt like a failure.
I think it turned into a failure, which would be my argument with Ohio State, is that I would never have said this preseason. But now they're such a runaway favorite. I just told you, they're number one at plus 270. Number two is at plus 650. That's a giant gap.
What Las Vegas says is what that implies at plus 270 is about exactly what it says, 27%.
We still talk about 2015 in this city.
Well, why do we talk about it, though?
Because the season that might have been.
Because that team was better, which is the exact same thing we're saying. Oh, my gosh, this is same time next decade.
Kind of is. Yeah.
That could be a topic for tomorrow. Are we literally reliving 2014, 2015? Unbelievable.
Yeah. You're a genius.
Thank you. Well, you were talking to me, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Take that one.
Sure.
Hey, before we go, if you missed anything from our show, don't worry. You can always catch up wherever you get your podcast. All you got to do is type in Rothman and Ice. Everything we do from noon to 3. We'll be waiting there for you. Subscribe to the pod as well. Bet365 is the sponsor for the Rothman and Ice podcast coming up on Common Man and Timmy. Nicole Sharon joins at 3:30, so don't move. Stay locked in with us.
All right, tomorrow we'll be back on after the coaches show because there will be a coaches show, correct? Maddie, I want to know when we have to show up.
Yeah.
I was planning on it, yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow, so we don't know.
But he's taking the bye week off for the coach.
Oh, man.
Check. Make sure.
Open mic night. Hello.
We don't roll in
all right,
a third of the way through the show.
Thursday, 2 a.m., 6 a.m., 9 a.m., 12 p.m., Ryan Day Show.
Am I on the schedule?
I'm seeing October 23rd.
We're both on the schedule for tomorrow. We'll talk to you then. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Catch the latest from the world of Ohio State athletics. Weeknights at 6 on the Buckeye Show. News.